wanna be rich, but not self-rich. Know too much, get left in the ditch. CIA scratches, its clicks getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. Wiki leaking out your dome into a ditch. You wish the simulation had a glitch. You wanna be rich, but not self-rich. I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. Know too much, get left in the ditch. CIA scratches, its clicks getting itch. Yeah, I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. Wiki leaking out your dome into a ditch. You wish the simulation had a glitch. You wanna be rich, but not self-rich. I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. Wiki leaking out your dome into a ditch. You wish the simulation had a glitch. You wanna be rich, but not self-rich. I wanna be rich, but not self-rich. We wanna be rich, but not self-rich. I got that big D energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. Bitch, wanna step to me. If you wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama. Yeah, I got that big D energy. Ain't nobody wanna step to me. And if you really wanna bring that drama, I'll whoop that ass like Michael Obama.
No, Michelle is a trans.
I'm sorry, she's a what?
Transgender. We all know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh gosh. It's okay.
I whip that beat out like Michael Obama.
We already had it with
I got that
Obama.
big
So
energy.
let's just calm down.
Nobody wanna step to me.
No.
And if you really wanna bring that drama, I whip that ass like Michael Obama. I'm a girl, 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 I'm a girl Energy. Ain't nobody wanna step back me. If you really wanna bring that drama, I want that ass like Michael Obama. Ain't got that clip, bitch. Hung like a llama. I whip that dick out like Michael Obama.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, cult, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, cult, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
Big up your yourselves. Welcome back to another episode of the Secret Society of Good Guys. As always, we are your good guys, and all we ask you to really do for us is make sure you hit the like, subscribe, hit the little hearts, or hit anything that helps Al Gore's dance moves, because we all know he has shitty rhythm, and follow everyone on the stage, because you never know where we're going to get kicked off of next. So if you're following everyone, you'll be able to find us again. And if you want to come and hang out with the world's most dangerous chat, go over to Project Chaney on YouTube, because they're far smarter and wittier than us. And if our attention spans are long enough, I try to pull up their comments as well. So hi, good guys. How are you? Brah, brah.
Great.
The longer the
Like
show
I'm
goes
glitching.
on into the
look like
night,
I'm
the more this show becomes about the comments.
In the night, as it goes on, and
As
our
it goes on, the show starts to become about the comments. Yeah.
The
Yeah.
show is about the audience.
Well, I was thinking it's like the first of the month. Wake up, get up, wake up. August is typically a hot month. And I think it would be good if we kind of kiki and hang out with the audience a little tonight. So, we'll talk like we always do. But if you guys have any, like, I don't know, philosophy, even if it's like fartlosophy, whatever, you guys can throw it at us, and maybe we'll throw it around and I'll talk about it. So, yeah. Anyways, what's been going on this week, you guys? How's your simulacrum?
It's been interesting, really. Like I fell down these weird rabbit holes, and I think my ADHD is making me do that for some reason. But it's like I'm scattered. I'm in many holes right now again. But I
don't
do for
know
the
if-
show.
It's just perfect. I don't know what it is, but it sounds like you're coming through in like the
Yeah.
1990s radio. Like it sounds like I have a bent antenna, and I hear the song. I'm not going to change it, but it's like,
Is it the mic? Are we coming through the right mic?
I don't know, Layla.
Is it me?
Maybe.
Hold on.
Yeah, I don't think you're coming through your mic.
Oh
Perfect.
my god. Okay.
We need it to be
It's a
this
Friday.
way, or our magic will
Or-
be broken.
Saturday.
Sound check. Layla, we're going to need you to do a sound check.
Is it working now?
Nope.
What the fuck?
I hear a little crackling.
Sounds like you have a baby helicopter in your room.
Be right back.
Take your time. Anyways, what about
I got
you?
a bunch of exciting stuff going on.
Yay.
The comic that we've been working on is starting to come together. It's still like real early stages, right? It's like conceptual phase. But we got the main character maybe fleshed out. We got the first couple like bad girl, viril housewife characters. I don't have them pulled up yet. Maybe I'll find them. We can show them off a little bit later. And then Chaos Twins 2 is pretty damn close to done. Like all the artwork for the 24 pages are done. I got to get them lettered. I got to get the couple of the covers designed. So maybe I'll even show off some cover ideas and get some feedback from you guys on the next Chaos Twins cover.
I love it.
Good idea.
We always like to do that kind of stuff with Thomas, help him pick out things. While Layla resets up her mic. What about you, Abbie? Anything this week?
Well, I'm released to go back to the gym, like, and do light leg day, but no, just a lot of drama, and like I'm tired of being like caught up in everybody else's shit. But I guess it comes with being a mom. So,
Yeah.
The trick
If
is to start your own shit.
well, I
do like-
did. I gave birth to the 5 of them. So, like, when they're having issues, it's like
But
everybody.
it's a
turns to me.
legitimate way of like you just start shit that's even bigger than their shit, and then all of a sudden, like they have to tend to you. Like you're the problem that has to be kept in control.
I was having problems legitimately, like because they all turn to me when they're having issues. But who the hell do I turn to? You know, it's annoying sometimes. So I had my moment.
I wonder what song 90s Reba McEntire is. It makes me think like, why haven't I heard from you? Tell me why haven't I heard from you. That was Nimrod.
Who was the one that kept saying, "Come to my window"?
Melissa Etheridge.
Okay, right.
See how quickly I had that? That's in Lesbian Trivial
Yeah, because
Pursuit.
she's a lesbian.
You get a pie in Lesbian Trivial Pursuit for knowing that. You get like
Is the whole Lilith fair
my
was just all lesbians?
window. Huh?
Remember the Lilith fair? That was like a big thing that was also getting promoted around the time that I guess Sheryl Crow was like at her peak as well.
It wasn't all lesbians like you're saying, like Sheryl Crow or Sarah McLachlan, but they were all
The dog lady, the sad dog lady now,
yeah,
right?
they were all lesbian adjacent. And then it was a lot of closeted lesbians that later came out in life, like Queen Latifah. So, or Missy Elliott. Like, it took a little longer
love
for the
Missy.
black lesbians to come out.
Missy
But
was
maybe
great.
everybody inside knows it.
Can you hear me?
Oh. It was fancy. But is that a 90s Reba song? Maybe it is. It seems older than that to me. I feel like it came out when I was like, but maybe it is totally 90s. Fancy's a great song.
It doesn't sound
Yeah.
like it's coming through that mic.
What the fuck? What happened to my microphone? That means I gotta get a new one, 100%.
Have the permissions in this room, have you done them to that microphone?
In your settings.
Mercury is retrograde,
It
as
totally
I
is.
understand.
I think till the 17th.
Why is it always in retrograde? It seems like more
does seem
often
like a
than
lot.
not, no?
Because it's so close to the sun. So
Now?
that is
Oh, yes, Queen.
smaller.
There we go.
Yes, Queen. You're going to have to do a little fancy by Reba McEntire, just so we know if your mic check works.
I don't know that. I'm an immigrant.
Well,
You had a
I'm
show on Disney, right?
Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't make you learn that song to get your citizenship.
I know. My citizenship
Fancy?
test was so easy. It was so easy. Oh my god. What ocean lives by California? I'm like, oh, Pacific. What ocean is named on the east side? Atlantic. And then what's the capital? Where's the capital? And blah blah blah. And
You're
there's one
in.
more question. Yeah, it was so easy.
I just want to say for today, if you're watching the show, there actually is people walking around behind Layla. So
Oh,
if
yeah,
you
there is.
see,
Where are you at?
That's my
So you-
dad.
Okay.
yeah, so if you see
that's
it back there, you don't have to startle her with it.
It's my mom and dad. They just came back from a night out because my mom's birthday. And
Happy
Shut-
birthday.
Dude,
Happy
it's
birthday,
my mom's
Mama.
birthday.
What?
No,
Wow.
it's my mom. No,
Oh, my mom's birthday was yesterday.
Are you serious?
oh, really?
I swear to God.
Happy
Today is my
birthday.
mom's birthday. Is today your
My
mom's
mom would have
real
been
birthday?
77.
Yeah, today's my mom's birthday. August
Today
1st.
like this is why it's such
That's
a
so
shock to
weird.
me. Today's my mom's birthday, and one of these girl I like will run spaces with sometimes online, and both of us have weird sleep schedules, so sometimes we'll just do a space at like 3 a.m. and on X. And I was texting with her, like we were both talking about how effed up our sleep schedules, and I'm like, but I'll be up at, I was up at like 9 a.m. this morning, like no alarm clock. I'm like, because it's my mom's birthday, like I have stuff to do. And she's like, shut up, it's my mom's birthday. It was just
We're all
weird. I'm
daughters
like,
of Leos, too. That's
yeah, this is why we're so good with our
Yeah.
trauma.
no
So weird.
shit.
This is why we're all healed.
and a
from
lot
our
of
trauma.
it does come from them too. the
It
trauma.
does.
It does.
Having a Leo mom is a lot. It's like the zodiac's excuse for like, no, it's not narcissism. It's a Leo.
Yeah.
It's just
a little
it's
bit crazy.
assertive, right? Like what are the qualities? Just being assertive?
Mama lions love their pride, which is their kids, their house, their things, and they're prideful. But the difference is of like Leo men and Leo women. Leo men have a slow to burn temper to a roar. Leo women are like prowly attack. It's
That's
like a
oh my god,
whole
all the time.
but they're also like a lion doesn't let anything get bullied around it. Like it is a
No.
different kind of beast and it has a backbone, like a backbone you have never seen. It doesn't matter who's standing against it. A Leo lady is like, and Leo men too. I just more so know Leo ladies in my life, but like my mom doesn't give a shit. Like the Pope himself, the president himself, it does not matter. Like my mom will stand alone. And yeah, shout out to Leo moms. Layla, I didn't know. Maybe that's why we were.
Dude, I'm telling you, there's something about Leo moms. Like she's tough, but it's like she has expectations at the same time, especially with traditions and whatnot. So if you didn't meet them, not anymore, but that's where my trauma came from. So yeah, it's pretty interesting lifestyle. Me and my mom. I went through everything she went through because she had me at a young age. So it's like as soon as she got married, she got pregnant, she had me. So she came to America and then I lived her experience of everything with her. So it was crazy.
You healed generational wounds.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My
And it
mom's
just
actually
every
proud
time
of
I
me
think
for that.
about it,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's like such a big deal, like for Albanian women, like then you get to come here. And
She
no
knows.
offense to you, your sister gets to light the whole thing on fire because of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
She gets to fucking, so it's like you guys are doing like changing it from a whole different side.
Yeah. Kudos to us. I'm proud of me. I have to give
Kudos.
myself some all of us. Leo moms, man.
What about your mom, Abbie? Shout out to your mom, rest in power.
Rest in power.
She's freaking crazy. Like great person, just like that though. Like she'd bottle it up and wouldn't say nothing, and then all of a sudden just explosive. And I think that's why I have like the slow burning fire, because I wasn't gonna explode because I wasn't gonna be crazy like her ass. But when it came out, it was just like I didn't even have to say much. I could say one sentence and she would I would hurt her feelings so bad. Not even intentionally, but that's my Sagittarius fire.
So your mom's birthday was the last day of July?
Mm-hmm. Yep, 7/31.
Crazy. And I and Layla's moms are the first.
That is so weird.
It's so weird that we never talked about that in all the years that
know.
we've known each other. And
I think we did, but we forgot because we were super stoned.
or we screamed it at each other in an we screamed it at each other in an argument.
How old are your moms?
And neither of us were listening.
My
Yeah,
mom,
how old is she today?
64.
Okay.
So 1964 makes her 30. No, 30. Whoa, 50 or 60 something.
She's young. No,
Yeah, 60 something. I think.
'cause my mom would have been 77,
That's
but I was like her 30s child, you know.
getting up there.
My mom is 71.
Oh, my mom's oldest. I
Yeah, your
win.
mom is an old, like Tisher,
But
like
yeah,
Julie's mom.
but she died at 48, so
That's
she's forever 48.
young. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
That's
very
young. Anyways, yeah, Leo moms, lioness.
What's your mom?
Yeah, what's your fucking mom, Thomas?
Yeah, Thomas.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't have all the memorized. So it's early December. So what would that be?
She's a Sagittarius like me.
So what is that supposed to mean?
Sagittarius,
She's a
We're
cunt.
badass. We're mythical.
Oh, I mean, badass.
Exactly.
Just kidding.
I mean, I'm a firm believer that every person has like all those qualities. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And everyone goes through those same exact cycles too. So there'll be like different parts of it.
It's alchemizing. I think that you're supposed to kind of do that. It's the evolution of your soul.
But when you just end right back up at the same starting point, regardless.
Yeah, but hopefully you're evolved. Like you're because like Scorpio, I know for a fact has like 3 evolutions. So every sign should, but like Scorpio evolves from the scorpion to the eagle to the phoenix. So yeah, you might end up back there, but you should be hopefully evolved.
And there's supposed to be good aspects and bad aspects of each of those signs, right? So if like Leo is what, like a fast rising temper, but it's also being assertive. And then, so it's like the good part of Sagittarius.
Yeah, I think every sign is really just
Expansive and like really into like learning and knowledge and stuff.
I mean, it checks out. They usually do check out.
Yeah.
they're artistic. Like Sagittarius are fun. I also say that like an Aries fire, like when you fight with an Aries, it's head on. You feel it head on. But when you fight with a Sagittarius, they say some shit that they're shooting arrows behind you and you don't even notice it till you turn to run. And then it's all lit in flames.
I've dated a Sagittarius.
Are
and
like
oh boy,
scorpions.
oh boy.
They're like schlick like a scorpion. They almost have icy fire. It's something
That's what
so
it is. Because
interesting.
once the fire is shot, like I'm gonna hurt your feelings so fucking bad. Like
A scorpion, this is what I really think for
They're-
real. Scorpios get a lot of blame for actual traits of Sagittarius. Like everybody thinks, oh, that's that scorpion tongue, but
Yeah.
usually it's Sagittarius with that arrow.
Sagittarius, because they're blunt. That's like one of the biggest qualities is bluntness. And so it's like that's what it is that I might be quiet and not say shit forever, but when I finally do and I say what I'm thinking, like it's gonna be like it won't even seem like it's to me. I won't even think that it's bad. I'm just telling you the truth, like the one liner, what I think it is, and you're just like, holy fuck, nobody's ever talked to me like that before. And you're like, oh, sorry, but it's true. Like, what did I say that was wrong?
They're colder because even though they're a fire sign, it's like they're a cold fire sign where Scorpio is like a warm
Passionate.
water sign. So
Yeah.
it's like scorpions are like cancers in the way where everybody thinks, oh, they have such a venomous tongue. Not as venomous as it could be. They always hold it back because scorpions themselves are mush in the inside like a cancer. So it's like they come across with all this bravado, but really it's because they're so sensitive. Like they're so emo and all those like mushy insides. Where a Sagittarius, no. They have no emo. They can cut you off like the coldest cutoff. I call it. You don't feel.
Fired.
You don't
Remember
know
that?
what cold. Yeah, you don't know what cold feels like until a Sagittarius takes their fire away from you. But it's so cold when they take it away. You're like, oh my gosh, it's
That's
like a
what-
pout.
shot
Like,
your
no-
fire,
one
and
is
I'm done
Trump?
too.
What's Trump?
I don't know. What
Do you know?
his-
Do you know what his sign is?
I feel like he's an Aries.
Isn't he a Sagittarius? Or
I feel
no?
like his birthday is President's Day. What is that? 6.
Is that
something?
true? His birthday is President's Day?
I think so. I mean, not to
January,
be like,
right?
Birthdays,
not to
man.
be
January, I
like,
think, or
I'm
February.
the biggest fan of Trump. It's June 14th, President's Day.
June 14th is President's Day.
Gemini?
Why did I think it was like
He's a Gemini.
I get along?
Is
with
that Gemini?
Geminis.
No.
Well, because I'm a Gemini
Yeah.
moon.
No,
so-
wait. Yeah, it's Gemini.
Gemini, yeah. And Trump's a Gemini.
'Cause my brother's a Gemini.
And what's that? Because that's what I am. So what's that supposed to mean again?
Oof.
You have two sides to your personality.
Two Face is the one that always comes up.
Jules is a Gemini.
Air sign. They're I don't know. They're a lot. They're flighty, but they're some of my favorite people. I think that they're
this
some of
is
the most
what my
creative
thing.
people.
There is two sides to every Gemini. If you think you're with a pretty even-tempered Gemini, then when they get drunk, they black out. Like whatever their separation is further away than you think. The sweeter a Gemini is IRL, the other side is wild. Like if some people, their side doesn't flip that much in between the two sides. But I think they're similar to me as like a Pisces. It's like there feels like there's these two things doing opposite things all the time. But I also think like a Libra, a Gemini can really sit back and put themselves in somebody else's shoes and think like with that contrarian mindset of like, because they have the two sides going on. So I don't know. It was one of the things that I was like, ugh, Gemini, but I always I get along with them well.
I do too. I love them. Two of my kids are Geminis too.
I'm a Pisces, the best sign
Is
ever.
there one where you're just like, not today?
I think the most kind of perfectionist in a weird way that I've met is Aquarius. I have a really great working chemistry with them, but we don't get along out of work. I used to Taurus women used to make me want to put my head through a wall.
I feel like that with Capricorns, to be honest.
I could see that with Capricorns
Yeah.
too. One
Yeah.
of my, but
Yeah.
I don't know. It kind of makes me laugh sometimes sitting back when you know somebody's signs and how much they start to fit it. And everybody thinks they don't, but when you know their risings and their planets and their blah blah blah, and I don't think even has to be an esoteric thing where the stars were at when you were born.
No.
It's crazy that it's become so esoteric.
Well, because horoscopes were the most
Maybe it
bullshit
does.
thing. I mean, I
Look
used
at
to
it.
write
So
it for
funny
my
that
school
you said
newspaper.
Horus and Bull all in like the same two
Horus.
sentences. Horoscope bullshit.
I like to think that they are important. I feel like it's a code, like
Yeah.
an astrological
Like your
code.
blueprint.
You know, it's like, yeah, and it generates the image that you project into the world. It's like a mirror.
And
for
my
you
friend who
that
reads charts, she
light
said it's like it
source,
also tells you
whatever.
what you're here to alchemize in this lifetime, like what you're here to like heal and do. Yeah.
Apparently, yeah. Like my favorite astrology that I look into is what is it? Vedic astrology, but it's sidereal Vedic astrology. I love that.
What about? Have you
So-
guys ever done the Myers-Briggs test, like your
Thank
personality
you. Look
type?
at it's not President's Day, you guys. It's Flag Day.
Flag
Oh,
Day.
Flag Day.
Mm.
My bad. See, I knew I just had to.
Flags are code too, though.
You
Wasn't he a
You guys, I'll
moon
tell you
child
for
or
real.
something?
I don't even remember what podcast I was on or where I was at talking. I'm becoming so reliant on our chat to fix me, like whatever little things. I just go on and I'm like, somebody in the chat will fix it. Like, I know I'm close enough. Like,
They
if
do.
I get 80,
great.
90%,
Like autocorrect.
yeah, they come up with smarter things to just layer on. That if I'm someplace that I'm like, I wish my chat was here.
Yep.
Like I'm with other people's chats, like your chat doesn't get it. Anyway, sorry.
You know, my favorite time, honestly, is when I'm sitting in the car, driving, whatever, and my mind just like opens up because it's like cave, almost like you're in a cave and you're in this like shell. And it's just like, I don't know. It's like you get these weird, I don't want to say downloads, but where do your thoughts come from initially, right? Like things just pop up. You're not asking to think about these things. They just happen to come into your brain. So you're in that zone space. And sometimes you're like, how the fuck did I make it to this area driving? I should have died because I was unconscious all this time. You know, it's like, it's that energy field that I like.
When that happens too, it's wild because the car literally becomes an extension of you. Like you can feel if you drive over a weird little spot, it's almost like, and that's kind of what they're designed to do. And it's the same premise of like a blind person that carries the stick around. They're like tapping on everything. Like it actually becomes your eyes at a certain point to where you're not even thinking about it. And that happens with our cars. As silly as that is to say, the car actually does become a physical extension of you.
It's so wild. Like sometimes you're like, really like, oh my God, how did I not die? And you're like, what the fuck? It's like you actually went
It's like a
somewhere or
flow
something.
state for real. It's like when you get in the shower, you're like, I'm going to take a quick shower and 20 minutes go by. It's like there's something about certain things you're up to, like sleep time. Like, why is it treadmill time takes so long and sleep time so fast? Why can't we just swap those things?
Well,
like,
and
I wish I
also,
just got on the
think that
treadmill and I'm like, oh, that felt like no time at all.
when you're driving, I think that there's part of it that you got to suppress the feeling that your sort of like reptilian brain is telling you, hey, you're going 50, 60 miles an hour. This is not natural. Like this is not normal. You're about to die. And you just have to suppress it so much that it like turns off a different part of your brain. It's not the same as a regular flow state when you're not possibly going to die at any second, right? Because usually when you're driving a car, the potential of you dying at any second is higher than if you're not driving a car.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I think just like
Especially when you're smoking
suppressing
a
that
blunt.
natural feeling of your body telling you you're about to die, like it's going in a fight or flight in some small way, and after you learn how to suppress that, like your brain's like, what else can I suppress? So like it goes into like a really weird, I know exactly what you're talking about, where you blink and all of a sudden you're just where you showed up, and you're like,
Yeah.
man, I just listened to a 3-hour podcast
You're in
and I don't even remember
autopilot.
thinking
You're
about
like,
stopping.
you go look at your bumper when you get out, like, I
Like,
didn't
blood all
hit
over,
any.
hair and teeth are all over it.
That's
Wow.
what like Dr. Joe
I like how
Dispenza
we
calls
laugh at
that when the brain is in the body, because your body will actually like go on autopilot. And like if you're not doing, because he talks about how you need to actually put your brain back in your brain when that happens, because like when your body's on autopilot, you're not consciously creating. And I was like, that's pretty interesting. So he talks about when you go to the bathroom in the morning and like wash your face and brush your teeth, do your morning routine, you should do it consciously instead of unconsciously, and allowing your body to just go on autopilot.
You know, I think sometimes they like to discredit our ideas when we're in that zone, and they say it's not real, but thoughts and ideas are real. Yeah, we
They're
can't like
abstract. They're
see
real.
them, but
Yeah.
it's like, yeah, yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like whoever you just mentioned when you said that, it's like you're limiting that power of that space, and those thoughts that come and happen, those are fucking real. Motherfucker, you're on notice.
My favorite version of this one,
Joe
I know I've
Dispenza, what's
brought it
his
up
name?
before, but like the Rosicrucian idea, which they didn't invent, it was just something that they taught and they made like popularized, but that all of these ideas that people have, they start, and I'm screw it up, but it started as like a desire form, and then it turns into like a thought form, and then it's up to a person that actually gets the thought form to act on it and turn it into
Yeah.
a thing. But if they don't act on it, it just kind of reverts back into a more abstract state until it starts to develop somewhere else. But it's like no one
Right.
actually has it for themselves. They're just kind of like,
Exactly. So your brain is actually more like a radio. We're
Antenna.
just we're picking up frequencies. That's all it is. And in the collective unconscious, pretty much, which they pretty much have acknowledged that psychology has, that there is a collective unconscious. So the whole idea that you're just tuning into it, like you see it all the time. There'll be like some crazy medical breakthrough or scientific breakthrough, and days later on the other side of the planet somebody else gets the same exact download. Like it
China,
happens
damn it, China.
within like 2 days of each other, or 1 day sometimes.
Well,
But
they
it's just
say
like
that when
these
you have a
ideas
good
flowing around.
idea, that's why it's so important for you to have gumption with that idea, because
Yeah.
you're not ever the only one that got it at the exact same time. You might even be the second or third person to have gotten
Exactly.
it. So it's just like sometimes even on the good end of that, if you're walking through a store somewhere and you're like, that's my idea. And it should be validation to you that you do tune into that frequency. You shouldn't think like, oh, it's over. That's the $1 million idea I was ever going to have in my life. No, whatever you did, you know how to tune in. You have to go back to doing that, because there's like a whole level of like inventions and ideas.
Frequency.
Yeah,
And there's
all
people
laying
out there
together.
too that have 80 or 90 patents under their name, so it's not just a one-hit wonder.
Yeah, true.
A one-hit wonder, like a song. But even those
Unless you
people
feel sorry
that
for
they,
yourself
most of
and
those
tune out.
writers that write a lot of songs, they say they like hear like a tune so far off in the distance that it's just like blah da 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 da, and then they know how it's gonna sound, and then add words onto it.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
ghost writing.
absolutely.
Well,
So
there's
crazy.
this my daughter just sent me this painter, and she's like, why do I meditate so much? And then she shows all her paintings. She's like, because this is what I see, and then I paint it. Like it's my inspiration for a painting. She's just tuning into it, and then she puts it on the canvas.
So, do you think our ideas, even it is okay? our ideas are not ours, they're from the frequency that we tune into. So how do we know anything that we think of is authentically me thinking it?
Well,
Is it, or is
I
it
think it
all,
isn't. I
you
think that
know?
might be part of the point, is that
We're the ants.
it's never you thinking, it's just you reacting.
and we're reacting through all the
Wait a
filters
minute,
that we've been
so-
programmed with.
So technically,
So to get closer to you,
we
you
don't have free
deprogram
will?
yourself.
I don't know. I mean, I guess the
Right?
free will
So-
part would be how much you decide to act on that thought that you get. Or like some people, like we were saying, that was my idea. That was my $1 million idea. Well, did you
You could have
put
gone to
the
the
house
patent
on
office.
mortgage? Did you stop
Yeah.
everything else you were doing on focus and make that thing your
Yeah.
thing? And if not, then the maybe that's the free will part, is just like
Yeah.
how much you decide to exert in certain directions.
So weird. Oh my God, this is so weird. Like, your thoughts are not your own. That whole quote, like, I've heard it so many times, and I'm just like,
I'll
what
see if
the
I can
fuck
pull
does
up the
that even mean?
little diagram, because there's like a really cool diagram that shows you
Yeah.
like almost like a formula about how it starts and then how it starts to materialize, and like this whole two-way street.
That's so wild.
But then maybe it's like
We are incredible, weird, interesting.
a
things.
frequency and sound, and then where people are like, well, your gut has its own mind, like its own brain. You got your own gut thing going on, and then you have like your own thought process here, and then people will say like a heart is actually like this pumping engine that's like turning like this, like pulling everything into you. So then does seem like you could get yourself either in like some state of being intentional, clean, like some kind of crystalline self, or some kind of like dirty piece of coal or something. Like you could make yourself more conductive to certain,
Yeah. Frequencies or
Yeah.
ideas.
or in that space, that
Yeah.
liminal space, that's better thoughts or inventive thoughts or creatives. No, it is kind of weird.
So weird.
Yep.
Oh,
How do I
Very weird.
let's see.
technology?
I know.
Abbie interrupts Layla a lot, just saying, sorry, Layla, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I didn't realize I do that.
No, you
Like,
don't.
okay.
No, you don't.
What happened?
It's kind of hard when 4 people are talking, so we all kind of interrupt each other.
Yeah. Imagine that.
Here's one of them. There's a much better one, but this one has it in kind of text spelled out, and this one's from the Rosicrucian Cosmo Conception. But you can see it's not like it starts in one spot, but they explain it that at the very top, if you look at the far right, is the world of abstract, and then it goes into the world of concrete thought, and then it turns into the desire world, and then it turns into the physical world, and then it basically goes right back up. You can see it's just a big cycle, and then the chart here, this is the one that I thought was really cool. So here is on the far left, they say world of like divine spirit, and each one of these has the 7 regions. It gets complicated, but this one's a simplified world of life spirit, region of abstract thought and idea, region of concrete thought, desire world, physical world. So like here they're using a concept of like a sailboat, right? So it starts in like someone's imagination as like just an abstract concept of like, what if you could travel on the ocean or something like that? And then it starts to form into like, well, what would that look like in as an idea? And then as a thought form, it's like, okay, I'm actually focusing on this and deciding what materials would it take, what sizes, like what would
Once
the
you
actual
can see
limitations
it,
would
it
be.
starts to be dangerous.
And then once it gets into the desire world, this is when you've made a conscious decision to say, this idea that I have, I'm going to bring this into reality. And that's, it says desire at present, the mainspring location. Like this is where you get the free will to decide if you're going to move that thought form from the left into the right column. And once it hits the physical world, then it's kind of crazy. It shows that now it's on this screen and light rays are actually showing you this physical ship. Like the ship itself is just being played on like this big screen of life, and that there's like a feedback that goes back into the system. So the next time a new idea comes up, it's kind of using like the influence of the previous idea. It gets, I don't know, that's how I've taken to understand it, but it's a really wild way of thinking about everything.
That's cool.
Well, that kind of supports the whole holographic universe idea too, right?
Yeah. Sims characters.
Well,
I love
it's
it.
kind of interesting in the idea, let's say holographic universe idea, and then of if all of us are like all of us have these little rays of vision that once somebody is seeing something clear in their head. So once Thomas is like, okay, I want to go on the ocean. Everybody wants to go on the ocean. But once he starts to visualize how he's going to go on the ocean, he starts to see that thing. He's taken one of those clear things from high school that one of our teachers would put like those clear papers.
Transparencies.
Yeah. He's taken the transparency now that it's transparent for all of us, but now he sees it. So he's put the sailboat on all of our transparencies. So even if I'm not thinking about going on the ocean, I'm not thinking about, all of a sudden I'm seeing this sailboat now. Like maybe I'm an author,
getting
maybe
the
I'm
vision,
a painter,
yeah.
maybe but the shape and the things, I'm seeing it out in the distance. I'm starting to see, like, I think that idea, only people now that have some idea of water that also want to go on the water are going to be able to have some idea of what that transparency could be good for. Otherwise, it's just like a million other fleeting things. Because if you put all the transparencies with all the ideas on top of each other, it's just blackness.
That's kind of scary too, though, right? Like someone has thought of the cure for cancer at some point, but they just didn't know what to do with it because they weren't like, had any idea about that entire scope of field.
True.
Big up, Laura.
Yeah, it could have been
Hughes.
something so simple. Like, well, because did you guys ever watch Lorenzo's Oil?
Who's what?
Yeah.
Lorenzo's Oil. It's about this little boy who ended up with like a disease like ALD or something like that, and he was like fluent in Swahili, English, and Italian. Just just to give you like the idea of neural networks in his brain. But it's this disease that like attacks the myelin sheaths in your brain, so like your synapses and stuff don't fire right. So eventually they end up like brain dead. And anyway, there's no cure for this, and they're like, oh, the dad or like somebody in the family has a dream about fucking chains, and he creates the fucking cure, this oil for this disease. But because he has like the doctor's like, oh, you just got to give him this diet and blah 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 blah. But they're all the kids who have it are eventually die anyway. But the dad has this dream about this chain and realizes that he's like creating the code for the formula for this oil that will cure ALD. Well, no doctor will touch it. So he had to like hire a private chemist who was like retired and didn't even want to do it, but he begrudgingly does it and makes this oil right before, like, it's too late for Lorenzo, but essentially they save the lives of a whole bunch of kids because the dad pulled it out of the ether.
Is this based on a real story?
Yeah, it's a true story.
That's crazy.
It's
if you
so
want
good.
it that bad, you can get it.
Yeah, they made us watch it in psychology just to understand how the brain works because of this disease, the way it attacks the brain, like the neural network. But really, like when you get down to it, it's a movie about the medical establishment and how it takes somebody else to think outside the box, somebody who's not a doctor, somebody who's not a chemist.
I just want to shout out real quick to the over 360 people that are hanging out with us right now. And if you want to hit likes and subscribes or thumbs up or any of that thing, we do appreciate it. So big up yourself. All right.
Keep getting them vaccines, people. Keep getting them.
I got 3 today.
Oh, I actually
We
saw
better
a
go,
sign
guys.
today and it
Really?
made me like so triggered. It was like $25 gift card with a pneumonia vaccine at Walgreens. And I'm like, God, like cold, flu, and pneumonia. And it was another thing too. It had like a RVS. So
RSV,
RSV.
maybe?
Yeah, like it was just like respiratory symptom virus.
Yeah.
Is this what we're doing? Is this really what it is? So it's just like so vague. I'm like surprised. It's the same as how it triggers me with the word space. Like, what's up there? Space.
You know what's crazy about
Like, that's
RSV
how I
is
feel
it's a infancy disease. Like in adults and like older children, it's called bronchiolitis. Like that's just the normal thing. So
That
RSV
is
is literally just for
bronchitis.
infants.
I
Yes,
just feel like all
exactly.
these things, and then I saw Justin Timberlake come out today or yesterday, and it was like Justin Timberlake
Oh
just found
yeah,
out he has Lyme disease. I'm like, oh
Lyme
no, here
disease.
comes the Lyme vaccine. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, like when
Dude.
really I think all the symptoms of Lyme are really vaccine injury. Like it's like ticks are the Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of the Plum Island idea that there was some sort of military medical experiment gone wrong on Plum Island and it spread from there and that became Lyme disease.
I think that too, but I think it's the same as all their like Wuhan Kong flu. It's just like some of our shit got out.
Zika
Oopsie
virus.
day.
Well, that's
Like,
the
what,
thing.
what, are we
Everyone,
supposed to say that it's wrong for a pangolin to love a bat? Like, who are we to step in between, the different species coming together? So, if a few million people have to get the sniffles, I say let true love, kind of live on through that.
well, here's the thing. Back in my day, and back in our day, like it was normal to get sick and have the flu. It wasn't life threatening. Like it got bad, but like
And the
it was
chicken
fine.
pox.
All of that was fine. Now everything is COVID. Everything is that. People like it's like not even flu season anymore. Like flu is gone.
Does it
It's
just totally turn you
disappeared.
off? It totally is a turn off too, don't you think, Layla? Like when people are like, "Oh, so and so has COVID," or "Do you have
Oh
COVID?"
my
Like,
God. Oh
what
my
do you
God.
want to say to them when you hear
What
that?
I
'Cause
want to say, I recently was in a situation. I don't want to say where and when, why, whatever, but it was a lot of people,
figured I'd bring
and
this up.
yeah, and they're like, "Oh my God, so and so got sick, and so and so got sick, and this person doesn't believe in COVID, and he's one of those." I was like, "Oh, I'm one of those." He's like, "Oh." I'm like, "Yeah." I was like, "I don't believe in it." And, like, didn't all y'all get your vaccines, like, to protect yourselves from that? Like, "Oh, but it's a different strand." I was like, "I'm pretty sure there's in my head, I'm pretty sure it's a vaccine for that too out there somewhere." But I didn't say that because I didn't want to, like, stir up drama. But I was like, "Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, cool." I was like, "But what happened to the flu? Like, did the flu just disappear all of a sudden? And I was just
Isn't it
always
great
COVID
though?
now?"
Yeah, no, we cured it. Flu's cured, done.
I can't. And everyone's just afraid, don't want to touch anybody, don't want to just like meticulous. And I'm just like, oh my God, give me that fucking thing. And I'm just like, I won't be harmed. And if I get sick, I get sick. And my body needed to get sick because when you get sick, you're going through a healing process. But no, we want instant gratification. And I don't want to feel shitty all the time. So addicts. Y'all are addicts.
It's not even a fun drug. If you're gonna be an addict, at least pick
Right,
something more
gosh.
fun than like a
Right?
Pfizer or Moderna.
The fuck? Might as well. Just look up the fucking
You know when
vaccine
people
insert.
are on fentanyl and they're doing the nod and they're just like standing there with the best balance you've ever seen?
Yes.
One, I really think somebody should, you know how they have like cats on diving boards or like all the AIs doing stuff? I think somebody should do fentanyl people on surfboards. Like just do a whole rung of like them just like not falling over. But I
Even a
think it would be
longboard.
fun to go by any of the fentanyl people and also just with your friends if you're like vax injury.
Yeah.
Like I say everything is now. And then when
Yeah.
I say it as a joke, then in my head, some part of my brain validates that
Like,
it really
you're
could
right.
be. You shouldn't like.
There's this girl who's on TikTok and she has an old dictionary from
We're getting in trouble today on YouTube, so just do make
We're
sure
there.
that you like and subscribe and follow all the
18
other
something.
channels.
okay, virus. She looked up the word virus and it literally means poison. Okay. So, what is poison and where does it come from? Usually from snakes. And what do they put into these injections? Snake venom. Do you wonder why? If you look back in history, not to call out any religion, but a group of people throughout history were caught feeding these wells that people drank out of snake venom. And they found out why people were just like fucking dying all at once and all had flu-like symptoms and all like fucking suffering. Hence these the list that gentleman posted up: Spanish flu, bird flu, all these fucking flus. It's all poison, and something is poisoning us for you to react that way, and your body's fighting it. It is a venom. It is a poison. You're being poisoned. Keep getting those injections.
Well, isn't that
along with the
interesting?
air.
Isn't that what Ozempic is?
Yeah.
Isn't that it's
Yeah,
like
it is.
venom? Isn't pretty much Ozempic what they told me was
like the
in the
dragon
wacky
venom.
vac? Remember that documentary came out at some time during lockdowns, maybe 2022, 2023, and it told us like, oh, all that Fauci ouchies, they all have venom in them.
Mm-hmm.
And then later on, we actually find out that all the Ozempic is in fact venom. Isn't that kind of weird? Like,
Why don't they
maybe
just blend the two?
Lizard.
Why don't they just come out with a new COVID vaccine that also has Ozempic in it? Bam.
done?
What's it
Cozempic.
called when you like microdose poison so that way you're like immune to the poison, like at high doses?
Isn't that it? Microdosing it?
I don't know. I think there's an actual word for it when it comes to poison, though.
Oh, I wish I could remember what I was listening to Thomas on somewhere in the last week. And just the way he does that, where it's just like
It's like is obvious.
yeah, like it's the most
Duh,
amount,
Abbie.
but even just his contrarian sometimes in different things. I wish I remembered what it was specifically but I
don't do that.
paused it and I rewound it and put it on the TV and made Jules come and listen to it. Like it made me laugh so much. I was like, look at Thomas here.
I'm not contrarian.
Yeah, I love it.
I like your sense of humor.
I
Good.
love it. Shout
Even
out.
when I'm the ass end of it.
I think I just got these on a cruise. If I didn't get them on a cruise, they're probably from like Temu. I don't know. I've had them for a while, but
By the way,
I definitely know
poison-
they were probably the same amount you just sent.
All
me
my
right
glasses
now,
are
so
are
appreciate it.
AliExpress now. These are like $4 AliExpress.
Do they actually like assist your vision, or are they just
No.
to like be cool?
They just make me look a little bit smarter.
They do. You look very distinguished.
Everybody, welcome to the game. You know what it is too? Sometimes when you're doing a podcast and looking at a whole bunch of different screens, you look crazy when everyone can see your eyes. When it's this late at night and you're all super stony, it's like, oh, I can look smart or I can look stoned. So I think the trick is fake glasses.
Speaking
Fake
of stoned,
glasses. Fake glasses.
And
Well,
then just
just
that
make sure
dark rimmed apparently is like a big deal. And then you can go for like academic style glasses and they 100% will change. Like I'm wearing a They Live tie-dye shirt, but with the glasses, it just adds a level of credibility that don't come with the shirt.
It's true.
It is true. I like how you can kind of see it says They Live, but how it's sitting, it says American. It's like you're sitting
Yeah.
on top of your little
live in
dude's
America.
thing.
From that's not me. That's
No, it's the.
are you wearing they?
Here, I'll put up the image of us.
They live. Look, wait, can
It's
you
a
guys
dope
see it?
shirt. Oh, both of you are They Live. Look
look
at
at
What?
that.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, is it not
Weird.
showing?
Coinkydink? I think
No.
not.
That was meant to be.
No, I got it in the wrong spot.
I was wearing it at work. I didn't have time to change. I even have my chef's jacket on.
It's
still.
important. It's honestly
chilling in here.
important cinematically, and it's important for so many other reasons.
This is what it is.
Okay. Brap.
I love that.
It's getting good.
I didn't know I
right?
was driving.
That
We're
looks so
like in a
good.
European car.
You don't even know how many of them
I love
we
that.
all looked so rad separate. And that one I was so annoyed because I'm like, put the Yeti in the car. Like, I don't, sometimes with AI, you're like, what is the problem with this? Why is this not happening? Like, everything else is so good. And so some of it I just have to cut and paste. So that's really what happened. Would you please put the Yeti in the car? What would be the harm? And then over the time of me saying, put the Yeti in the car. Put the Yeti in the car. It just slowly took us all out of the car except Abbie. So
I'll drive
I'm
the
like,
car.
you know what? I give up. It's fine. It'll work tonight. We'll do it live. Layla, I'm gonna put up your thing real quick. Your video.
Oh
This
yeah,
is good.
Let me get us set up good.
it was interesting.
Put us to the side here.
My voice is in there. It's funny. I'm funny sometimes.
Were you actually on? Were you just like doing it over a video, or were you actually on like Google Earth?
Google
That's
Earth?
fucking rad.
Oh no, was
Well,
yeah, Google
did you
Earth,
get
yeah.
my message? Did I ask you to send it to me raw? Because I wanted to repost your actual one. I didn't want to.
Real quick, all right? Yeah, this is not it.
Yeah, but send me your raw video with your little bloop at the end.
What is this one? Yes, you ready? Because y'all are not ready for this.
Big ass cone.
This quarry is very weird. Okay, but that's not what I want to show you. I want to show you this. Who is that? What is that? Look at that skeleton right there. Look at these things right here. Look at them. Look at them. Look at it. What is that?
Look at it.
What is that, y'all? Why is that there? And why are those faces on it? What is this? What is that? Anybody? Can anybody tell me? What is this area? And why is that the only like detailed structure around here? Anybody? Look at it. It's just weird. Look at it. That's supposed to be like a side of a mountain? Oh, there's more here? Damn, that music was loud. There's like, you could barely make it out, but there's stuff on here? Yeah. Yeah, look at it.
That almost looks like a lion
Do you
face.
see what I'm saying? It looks like a lion almost.
See?
Weird.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Leo.
All right, drop your comments.
just weird.
'cause- Weird. I tell you guys, my
I
algorithm
gotta say
just
that video,
shows
10
me
out of
fucking
10.
things.
If you
This
just
is
clip it
Chile.
right after like
Okay.
the third or fourth time, you're
Chile.
like, look at that. What is that?
Let's-
And it's on the
let's
face,
just
and
check
just
this out
like
real
clip it
quick,
right
alright?
there. This would just be like a perfect 10 out of 10 video.
Which one was it? Hold up. What was this one? Yes, you ready? Because y'all are not ready.
I gotta
for
put
this.
myself in the video.
Yeah, I'm pointing at it. It is true.
This quarry. Is
You could be
very
like,
weird.
wait for it,
That's
and
not what I
wait
wanna
for
show
it,
you.
and talk over it.
I want to show you this.
Good.
Who is that? What is that? Look at that skeleton right there. Look at these things right here. Look at them. Look at them. Look at it. What is that?
Look at it.
I like how
Look at
this,
it.
this is so meta. Layla watching a video of Layla. Shout out to Hill. I know it is like this is the part of the timeline that we're at. Okay, so that was in Chile.
Yeah.
I like that. I think
Yeah,
that
Chile.
that's actually like a new version of staring at the clouds and seeing just like random stuff and like, because anyone can find the same thing and actually see it and find even more around there.
I'm gonna eventually like do more of these because they're just so interesting. Could be photoshopped because a lot of these images, what I'm noticing is like on these mountain sides that you think that people won't really look at. some of them don't even look like mountainsides, but like almost like a bunch of colors that are just like blended and making these weird like swirls, like unrendered simulation type feel. I
Because
don't know.
a
You
lot
could
of
even
a
see it
lot
in
of
that
that
part
stuff,
there, like
It's
above
and
a
why
it.
you're
pair.
seeing some of that symmetry is because they're taking photos straight down. They're not taking it from like any kind of angle, so they're getting a very flat image, and then they just use like other data to see like how high the areas are, and then they'll just map that. And sometimes when they do that, they use tricks about like reusing little bits of texture or stretching textures out a little
Mirroring.
bit. So that's why you see a lot of those anomalies. But I don't
And
think that doesn't
like
take away from like it looking
swirly.
like weird alien skeletons, right? Like that still looks like that regardless of the source of it.
Yeah.
No, but I do.
But I'm talking about,
Oh, go on.
yeah, it looks like it's unfinished, almost simulation
Yeah.
that is being caught on camera. That's what it looks like to me. It just looks like a fucking vortex
An
of
area that was underdeveloped,
stuff
not
there. It
developed
doesn't
yet.
look like an image. Yeah. And it looks like we caught that on image and we're just like, oh, is that Photoshop? Or,
Or it's the old
is this,
base game and they just like put snow over it for this version of the instance.
No, I was pulling it up because the brain does have where pareidolias happen, and it's usually the brain tries to make sense out of things that it doesn't. So this even happens in the dark. Like they say sometimes in float tanks when it's all the way black and you have no sound or light coming in, your brain tries so hard to create images out of what it can't understand that it will just, that's where it's like you get this almost like psychedelic type thing happening. But in also, I do believe some of the stuff is not pareidolias.
Yeah.
Some of the stuff I'm like, nah, dog.
there
That's
we
a
go,
gator.
pareidolia. No,
That was a lion.
that was not pareidolia. Someone commented that. And I was like, hell motherfucker, no. It's in your face right there.
Like in your faces. There was a lot of
But
faces.
you know what other space of algorithm that I've been on? And I think we talked about it a little bit, but the whole Tartaria and 1,000 years
Yeah.
that are missing that they call the Dark
The
Ages,
millennial reign.
but it's actually the millennial reign and we're in Satan's season. And it's a very interesting theory that Satan was released in 1776. And that's when America became free as well. Hence, Statue of Liberty with the chain on her foot still. And it ties the orphan trains, it ties the floods, because the floods, when supposedly the devil was freed, wanted to destroy all evidence of Jesus's kingdom, which is mainly in Tartaria. But I think it's all globally, since every continent has the same story of our history, which is kind of similar but different names. But it also ties to the I, the J, and the Y that they find in history instead of the 1 for the year, which is Yeshua, Jesus, and Isa, because a lot of I guess Asian countries and Middle Eastern countries called Jesus Isa. And there's not just Quranic evidence of it, but like many scholars who've like religiously taught there and learned there, learned that his name was Isa. That's what they called him in their way.
Is it your name
it's interesting.
specifically? The I, like how we say it in America and how you spell it, is not the same because of the pronunciation of the J in your name. And so think of how even some languages, the I and J is interchangeable because it didn't, both of them didn't
Yeah.
exist. And that's just one letter. So to me, all the rewrites of history and the rewrites of years in the history, I think like it's all just more CIA. If they're like, oh, we want to get them, nothing they'll know will be real, then why would they? We're gonna leave all of it except, and we'll just fuck with it from the '60s on. No, it just seems like it's a big head trip of like, if your civilization did anything cool and I beat you, I'm gonna steal that.
It's true.
Well,
Yeah.
you
Sure.
could just describe
But what if this
paperclip.
is?
What? Thomas?
You just described
But what if
paperclip.
this is an actual
Oh,
thing?
yeah.
Paperclip. But what if this is actually true though? Like maybe everyone did live a really, great 1,000 years and they didn't want to give evidence of that, and everyone had free energy and people were really dying. Hence, all of those, I guess, who do you call them? The first bloodline, Adam, and their descendants who lived for hundreds and hundreds of years. Maybe they're trying to hide that fact too, that humans weren't dying how they said that they were dying, because there's evidence of people living
Yeah.
long during this time. So maybe that's what humans are now. It's like a different type of creation than what we were back in the day from our ancestors, compared to our ancestors. Maybe.
You're saying we're all
Or
reptilians. I don't
Deep
know either.
down, I think so. Yeah, of
I don't know.
course.
Yeah.
We're just a different code to the simulation,
They
like an
live.
upgrade,
You guys are both wearing
version 2.0 or version
Let
5.0.
me ask you something. What if
Yeah.
someone said I'm 51% reptilian? Does that make them reptilian?
Yeah.
I don't know. If they say they're 50% woman and they're a man, does that make them a woman?
Oh, it said 51%. In case the 1% matters. Yeah,
Yeah.
because I think our DNA is more than 51% reptilian DNA, right?
Is it?
Is it?
Tell us
I
more.
made that up on the spot, but I'm pretty sure
I
it's
was gonna
correct.
say. You're pretty sure.
No
Made up
way.
statistics
Hold on.
with Thomas, paranoid American.
I can do it confidently.
Selling it.
It's
I know, I
a
think
blessing and a curse.
It would be rad if you went in on different different spaces on X, and you just came on and said matter of fact things, and then you made the room kerfluffle, and then I just made up statistics with Thomas, paranoid American, and then you just went out.
If you're 51% Neanderthal, would you be Ozzy Osbourne? Have you guys not seen all that this week?
If you ate the head of a bat in the forest, but no one's around to see it.
I heard people calling Sharon the original Kris Jenner, and I was like, no, she is not the original Kris Jenner. It's Big Kathy. You need to go back and listen to Real Housewives with Thomas and I. Big Kathy is the
here's
OG.
the actual stat. It says humans share a significant amount of DNA with reptiles, specifically around 90% nucleotide sequence identity. So, are we reptiles? I would say that seems to indicate more evidence for yes than for no.
That's freaking wild.
That really is, though. Like, you saying we're cold-blooded?
I mean, there's so many ingredients, right?
Perhaps. Ones and zeros?
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
I look at my cat and I'm like, that's a fucking snake face. And I
are
really
snakes.
think they just took bunnies and snakes and were like, boom, house cat. It makes
Yeah.
more sense than them being like, let's breed down tigers until they're small.
Yeah, it does.
I just think they can slice and dice a lot easier than we think they can. I think it's been happening since the beginning of time. I think to be a king or something, a mad king, you're going to want to create a perfect soldier. That's always what it's about, like of protection, some kind of, so you'd want to try to mix like, what about a bull and a man? What about a horse and a man?
What about? Have you ever seen that movie? No, I'm just kidding.
What's furry dragon?
Dr. Alphonse Mephisto is the character that like breeds all the animals and stuff and makes weird stuff. Well, I think he actually just fucks his animals and makes like human face pigs and stuff. But
Are we talking South Park or is this from
yeah,
something else?
South Park.
Yeah, the South Park guy. Which is based on the island of Dr. Moreau.
Doesn't it seem kind of interesting, like that they're getting this like $300 billion salary to come back and pretty much shit on Trump for 4 years. Isn't it like an interesting play by the CIA, like a last ditch effort of like, let's shovel all of our money toward this and we'll do what we can about public opinion through South Park. And then we can get all these like make Trump sleep with the devil, do all these crazy things and make it more like, let's really shit on this. And everybody's like, Matt and Trey always do this. No, not really. It's like an interesting bin on like, I wonder how propaganda it'll get. I wonder if it'll even be to like South Park loyalists. Like, this feels like a different.
All the way.
Yeah.
I mean, think about what we're talking about. 300. How you say $300 billion?
Something great, dude.
So,
it's
like-
something like UFC. It's not as. It's worth more than the UFC as an entire organization.
So this would be worth, in terms of money and taxes, it would probably be worth putting at least 5 to 6 or more CIA agents full time, just doing nothing other than trying to infiltrate the writer's room of South Park, or just setting up scenarios and putting subliminal messages in the common areas that some of the people that work on the show are going to be at to like plant messages. It seems like our CIA would be asleep at the wheel if they weren't doing that, if they weren't investing at least a few different people's salaries just assigned to the South Park case.
It's 1.5 billion. That's crazy
Okay, yeah.
amount of money.
And I mean, I assume that that includes all the budget to actually make all the episodes and everything.
Yeah, I mean, but really, the budget for making that, like drawing wise, it's similar to Disney, where they're just taking the Jungle Book and using it for Winnie the Pooh. Like, they don't gotta come up with tons of new shit. Like, that's one of the great things about their style. It's like, let's just take these two half circles and make them talk. The
It's
one thing
genius.
about their style, I will say, is as much as it's all animated shit, it's harder. That old stuff, if you mess with like VO or like Kling or any of that, that stuff's harder for the computer to do. It's easier almost for the computer to take a realistic looking person than it is for the computer to try to make flowing 8 seconds of animation. Like it'll
For
do
now,
some weird
until-
shit with the hands.
Until Matt Stone and Trey Parker, until they invest some of the 1.5 billion into just training a South Park AI model. And I feel that if we're talking about the next 4 seasons, they have to, in the next 4 years, they absolutely are going to have an all AI generated South Park episode. I'm surprised they don't already.
AI generated South Park. Because of all the AI generation, oh my gosh. The worst movie, you guys. The War of the Worlds with Ice Cube. I only watched it for 10
Oh
minutes.
yeah, you were telling me about this, but I haven't
one?
seen any of it yet. I didn't even know it existed.
It's the War of the Worlds with, is it Ice Cube in it? Yeah, I think
It's Ice Cube, yeah.
Okay, now I was just like, am I being racist as fuck right now? Like, I just had this whole like, is that motherfucking Ice Cube? But the way they shoot it, you guys, is like the laziest. It's so, it would be like, and I feel like Thomas and I am like, we could all shoot from our locations and put a movie together and edit it. That's what they did. It's just like them all on video recording things, and then all the like he's tracking his son, with the phone and FaceTime videos. It's all like done just on the computer, like watching Ice Cube, like you're watching me right now. Like, oh, this is intense. My son's running down the road. What's happening right now? Like, but then you can see stuff at the corner of the screen. It's kind of bullshit. Like compared to the Tom Cruise War of the Worlds or shit, you'd probably rather listen to the radio version.
Well, it also shows though that anyone can make an actual full-on movie with just an iPhone now. Anyone can.
Yeah.
I mean, just like I'm sure Ice Cube's not the selling point here at all, right? So anyone that can pull it off better could at least make a better version of this.
And
Yeah.
like really the 4 of us could. There's probably 4 main roles in it, and we could all say it verbatim and then edit and cut the animation and the special effects way better than their special effects now. This is how bad this is why Hollywood's gone.
Yeah.
Their magic's literally in everybody's hands. Everybody can create the thing, so it's like almost impossible to watch stuff how the magic's done.
Yeah.
It's why space is going to be real interesting in the next coming. It's going to be interesting to watch how they still put these cartoons out.
I'm just interested to see how 2025 is going to end, because there's this other theory. I think there's a song, Sammy Hagar, and it's called 1975. And it also coincides with the Illuminati card, the Earth
Helen,
splitting.
not Hagar. Layla.
Hagar?
Sammy Hagar.
Sammy Hagar.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. He took over in Van Halen. He
Halen.
was like the second guy for a little while.
You hear this, 1975, and what will happen in 2025? Like, he talks about, like, it's very interesting. Very interesting. And then there's the Illuminati card that, like, coincides with it, like the Earth splitting. And in 2025, and that's the year that we are in, supposedly.
So they say.
Which way are they going to split? Is it like, are we going to split like humanity, or is the Earth going to split? Is it going to be
What's
like
the song
controlled?
called?
1975.
1975?
Mm-hmm.
Song.
I don't hear Sammy Hagar's name brought up very often.
No, and that's why I'm like, is there a Sammy Hagar song called 1975? I've never heard it.
I could play it right
I just
now.
think of like he has
Well,
his
it
own
might get just
restaurant in
pulled down.
Tahoe, so that's what I think of Sammy
I was
Hagar
just
for
trying to
now.
find the lyrics for it to read them.
I think that's what it's called. It's called Sammy Hagar 1975. The lyrics eerily coincide with the alien ship news going around right now.
He has like, I got fire, paper money.
I mean, he had an album
Sounds
in
like this.
1975.
Don't get us pulled for Sammy Hagar, please. It will make me so sad if we get pulled for fucking Sammy motherfucking Hagar. He was like, it will make me, I'd rather fucking play Extreme right now and go out with Wholehearted.
I
That's
could
a
send
Deep
you the
Van
link.
Halen cut
Well, I
if you
posted it
Keep digging.
on Instagram. I'll show you where you can pull it up, and you could just turn off the
Sound.
Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 down in the middle.
4 down in
It's
the
black and white.
middle.
Cabo Wabo. That's right, Riggs. That was the name of his restaurant.
And the lyrics will show up on there.
Wabo. 1, 2, 3, 4 down in the middle. Holy shit. Cabo Wabo.
It's black and white, right?
That is a weird anchor. Yeah, I'm pulling it. Okay, it's on mute, so I can.
Nice. You could just read the lyrics as they go across the screen.
Sammy Hagar, 1975. I think it's just a concert in 1975.
Maybe? I can't see the lyrics. There you go.
It's the song is "Crack in the World."
There you go.
Close. 1975. Okay, Crack in the World lyrics.
And
There you
the
go.
line is "The Great Divide, cause things will start separating come 2025."
Mm-hmm. A Crack in the World. And it's a deep, deep song. And it goes with the card, the Illuminati card.
Oh, well, it kind of goes with maybe like the earthquakes and tsunamis and, you know, mega volcanoes and stuff.
And there's
too,
people
perhaps.
recording like their grass in their like yards like vibrating, and you can they put their cameras by their grass or their yard or whatever, and you can hear like rumbling apparently going underneath the ground. Strange. Also, a lot of farmers too are experiencing their gates shaking like uncontrollably, and they're like, "What the fuck is going on?" It's not just one person. It's like many people who live in the rural areas are experiencing that. Read them out loud. Or anything interesting.
This is the one. Just 50 more years. We're all going to know why, when, where, how, and who's gets to go. So let's all have a good time before the Great Divide, because things will start separating come 2025.
It will make the front page news. That depends on which side that you choose. Ooh, what side do you choose? The good guys, always.
Good guys. Good guys.
Good guys.
Crack in the world.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I guess that was the big news this week, was the 8.8 earthquake, right? Oh,
yeah.
And you guys, I just thought this was a little secret society of good guys magic. It's all been about good genes. Like everything all week, everybody in their genes and their good genes. And I'm like, this is some Levi's gene shit.
DNA.
It is.
What was the last Q post? Protect your DNA. Right? Wasn't that the last Q post that was ever posted? Your genes.
Yeah, but
When was
even
that? What year was that?
I don't even know. They took the date off of that.
2023?
Yeah, something like that.
I can find out. Let me see. It is 2022. November 27th, 2022.
So it's 2015.
I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up because you know what the censors love?
I'm just saying.
More than lyrics of songs, but it says, what is coded in your DNA? Who put it there? Why? Mankind is repressed. We will be repressed no more. Information is knowledge. Knowledge is power. Information is power. How do you protect your DNA? There is a war for your DNA. Protect your DNA. Ascension.
Just the plan.
Where we go one, we go all.
Which is singularity, really.
Yeah, it is.
And there has been all this talk also about how where Earth is inside a black hole. Have you seen all those things from science?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see if I can pull one up.
The next thing they're going to say is that we live in the state of inertia of a vortex, and that Earth is not a ball, and that we live in the black hole, which is the vortex, the state of inertia.
When I was looking for this black hole, you guys, this just something that I read this week, which this isn't the one about it. This one says, is our universe trapped inside of a black hole? The James Webb Telescope discovers might blow your mind. When I just put it into Google, I almost want to, it was like, no, Earth is not, this is what it put. I'll just show you exactly, like, I just felt like, dang, Google, don't be so aggressive. It makes me feel like we are.
It was like my AI.
Yeah, like I didn't put, are we in danger of being swallowed? I just put Earth, black hole. Like I was just trying to find it. No, Earth is not in danger of being swallowed by a black hole. Why there are black holes nearby.
That's what I wanted to say.
They are far enough away that they pose no threat to our planet. Even if the sun were to somehow become a black hole of the same mass, Earth's orbit would not be affected. What?
But that's not going to be a problem for the planet if the Earth sun becomes a black hole.
Why
Like the
is it
sun, we're not
saying
going to be able
this right
like,
now.
What the hell?
Don't worry, you guys. Even if the sun becomes a black hole,
The
you're
Earth's
fine.
gonna be fine.
Just keep paying your taxes. What the hell?
Stay off the roads.
Yeah, this is a whole lot of information that with it. Also, look at that little Saturn like black hole explosion eating.
I
Earth.
love this movie called Earth. Like I love it. No, forget it. Soap opera, and every day's an episode, and I love it. It's never ending. It's the best show on earth.
It
I love
Oh
is.
yeah,
it.
that is true, Chris Cornell with Black Hole Sun.
Oh, I was already singing that. I had a
Mm.
Nimrod moment. I almost sang it out loud.
You should have sang it.
Yeah, we should have sang it. It means nothing now.
Black hole sun, won't you come wash away the rain?
That one
Black
had to be
hole
MK
sun.
Ultra with how often they played it on every
Yeah.
station and every store and every no matter where you were at, you could not escape that song.
Black hole sun. Why
So
am
I
I
think
getting for some reason like sun, the flat earth idea that the Freemasons show and whatever, so they say, that center of the earth where the hole is or the mountain is, there lives a black sun, which is a
Yeah,
mirror
Mount Meru.
pretty much. Yeah, and there lives the black sun. And what if for some reason now it's time for the black sun to like come hither,
to,
you know?
That symbol that you're doing looks like Tanette.
And
does.
She's doing this with the
Yeah.
black hole sun coming out.
Also-
If
Yeah.
she was, it kind of looks
the
it
cup.
like
does.
What is that cup in that movie with the Virgin Mary and oh my
Holy
God.
Grail?
No,
The Holy Grail girl.
Leonardo da Vinci Code. The Da Vinci Code. And then they show this symbol, the Y, and the cup that they're looking
Oh,
for.
the vagina.
Yeah, that
she-
too. But it's
she is
also
the-
the Holy
well,
Grail. Or
Yeah,
what
because
was
the
it?
Holy Grail is the whole premise of the Da Vinci Code is that the Holy Grail is actually Mary Magdalene. It's her
Right,
vagina and it's
based
her
on
bloodline.
Holy Blood, Holy Grail,
Yeah.
which was like the quasi-academic version, and then Dan Brown's is kind of like a fictionalized Hardy Boy version of that.
So is this Holy Grail too then?
Yeah. Yeah.
But if that
Who's
wasn't
that?
a goddess, but if that's Tanette or
Ah.
Tenet or whatever. But it's like that black sun could be a head. Who knows?
Or an eyeball.
Yeah, or a big eye, or
I find that black sun theory very interesting and how like that's the big projector that mirrors the upper projectors or the projector, the sun, to make this a cohesive like reality. Like we can feel because, of those lights. One is probably positive, one is negative, like batteries.
Like protons
Maybe,
and
or
electrons.
magnets. If there's going to be a vortex,
Yeah.
don't you need a north and a south magnet also?
Yeah.
So
Polarity.
maybe
So
that's
smart,
it.
Layla.
I don't know shit. I don't know shit.
I don't know. You sound like you know shit. So
yeah,
I'm
we're
going with
just
it.
in it.
I'm just asking questions. That's it.
Yeah, 450
ever-
people are all down and listening to you talk about it. So
450 fucking people. I love y'all.
yeah,
Wow.
love them.
I'm honored.
Give them
Thank
some
you.
extra love right now.
I fucking love y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Guns up always.
Gold guns.
Gold guns, baby.
So yes, that happened
that
this
make
week.
sense,
Oh
though?
yeah. Did you think it was weird, like when the big earthquake happened and then it was like, oh, all these people got like a notice and they were like at exactly 7:10, this is when it's going to hit here at exactly. It was like they had this tsunami thing. So it was like looshed out with time.
And what happened? Yeah, and what happened? Did any tsunamis hit anywhere? No. Why? Because it's impossible from where it was on our model, like where things are planted. Because if it were to hit, it'll just like literally pass like down. It'll give waves, but not like a wave where it'll like consume everything. That wave is not coming at them. It's going parallel with California, if that makes sense. I looked it up already. I'm like, there's no way that these people are going to fucking catch a tsunami. No way. and I knew it.
Dude, that tsunami in what, like 2003, 2004 ish, like in that time frame, did that not like fuck you up a little bit?
That was wild.
Not really.
It
Pull up
was.
some of the videos.
Well, because that was when I was like deep into the eschatology, thinking the end of the world was coming and stuff. So it was like,
Mm.
it just seemed like a sign of the times.
Hey, if you
That's
had a
what I
boat, you're
always-
good.
That's what I always wonder too, though, is so frequently it's like, does every generation feel like the amount of like, it's the end of times, but now we have the internet. And so everybody's like, my end of times and your end of times and my personal end of times and our state's end of times, our country's end of times, our world's end of times. My end of times having to do with your end of times? Not really. But then people like all the same way there was like cape. If you wore a mask, you were like, I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. That's what I felt like tsunami stuff is. People had to, here's where I'm at. Here's like, this is, I'm keeping you guys posted. Like everybody like watching, like it was Godzilla on its way. I don't know. It was just kind of crazy to witness.
It was like celebrities during the pandemic a little bit. And I think there's like a huge ego part of thinking that you are going to be one of the people that lives in like the last days because you're so special. How could you not?
You know all the things to do. Like, you know, everybody is like, I know all the things. Like, I've prepared for all the things.
See, but Christians are all like, let there be a rapture. I'm fucking getting out of here. Y'all can handle this.
They're like, I cannot wait.
That sounds like childhood done to me.
I'm sure.
I don't like that.
It was only 3 episodes,
I
right?
don't like that. Yeah, they're like 2 hours long each, though. It's like a movie per episode.
A Day Without a Mexican
need
is
a
another
whole
good
day for
rapture
that.
movie. I love that one.
This was the one in the 90s. Abbie.
Yeah. Oh, was it the 90s? I
bad.
swear it was later because I remember where I lived when that.
I
other
think
one
there was
happened.
another one. I think
Yeah.
this was one in the
was
90s, and
another
then
one.
there
Yeah.
was one in the 2000s too. After I was
Yeah.
looking this up, I'm like, oh, this isn't the wave that we all saw.
Well, and then there was the one in Japan
This is Japan in
like-
the 90s, and then Japan had one in like 2007 or something
with the
too.
nuclear
Yes.
reactors and stuff. Yeah.
But didn't they lose us with that nuclear reactor too
Yes, they did.
forever?
They did. The ocean's polluted. Everything's tainted. Everyone's going to die.
Yeah, all the
Radioactive
people.
Just like the
material.
ozone layer.
It's like the
The hole in
Yellowstone.
the sky.
Everything is like your amount of distance from what natural disaster could happen.
Would you go to Chernobyl if you could? Like, would you want
Yeah.
to see it?
I'd go get a
me too.
dire
I
wolf
want to
from
go
there.
so bad.
I'd get a puppy, and I'd have a
Yeah.
dire wolf puppy from Chernobyl, and it would be fine. Cheryl
I
from
s-
Chernobyl, my dire wolf puppy.
Like Silent Hill and all that too. Like, it just makes me want to see. Like, I realize that's not a Chernobyl thing, but like that makes me want to see Chernobyl.
But isn't it also crazy that Chernobyl comes back on the timeline when it does? All of a sudden, everyone learns about Chernobyl, this whole fucking other loosh. This
Yeah.
whole other loosh, like, oh, you can't ever go back to this place. It's so tainted, blah, blah, blah. And then now, circle to today, Ukraine. It's just crazy. It's just like they put it on the timeline right before they were about to loosh us with the war. Ukraine. Fucking bullshit.
It's all bullshit. It's all.
It's wild.
Killing people is so like, it's not it. I don't understand why we still play that game. That should like be not part of the simulation.
Okay, let's say it's a
At all.
simulation. I was really thinking about this. I was having like my Ben Balderson. I was outside planting today and we were like shoveling and digging up heavy stuff and like just sweat pouring off me. It was so hot in Florida today. It was like August 1st in Florida. And just sweat. And the plants were all getting sweat, soil all getting sweat. And I was thinking how much less sweat a tractor or a shovel that even though I might sweat in my chair, the land wouldn't get any of that sweat. And what about if somewhere in the computer system, like, why would the land keep producing the same amount if it wasn't getting told it should? Like, aren't we giving something to it? Is it just soil and shit? Or is there maybe more to it that we're not, like, our hands aren't in it anymore? So if it's
my take
a
on this.
computer, it's not downloading anything from us.
Well, the Anastasia book.
Well, I
go ahead, Layla. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
In
Go
those
ahead.
Anastasia, the Ringing Cedars books, like she talks about how, like, any kind of plant that you grow, you should start it from seed, but hold the seeds under your tongue for like 9 minutes, and then you plant them and use your hands, like your bare hands or your feet, to like put them in the ground. So that way your DNA is mixed with the seed, and allegedly, like, you could be allergic to tomatoes, but if you hold those seeds under your tongue and then you plant the plant, like, those tomatoes will be medicine for your food. It mixes with your coating.
Yeah, well, to add to that, the whole idea of how certain people or in tribes back in the day used to bury their dead into the ground, I highly believe that the mycelia is what is the record, which transfers data into the trees, into the plants, into the soil. I feel like that's the network that we are always fucking skipping. And like the whole idea or theory that mushrooms created humans, and now that's how they keep record and track, and they're everywhere. They grow anywhere. We have it in our bodies. Like it's like a tracker almost, and a record keeper, and a DNA store, and DNA transfer into the ether.
It's like the NSA.
Into this realm.
And that's what I'm still opposed to. Like, I don't want to be in a box where they pump my body full of embalming fluid and stuff. Like, that idea is so gross to me. Like, you're putting something completely inorganic into the ground. Like, why? What's the point?
You're
so that way you
yourself.
like you can last a few days longer for your family to come view your body before they put you on the ground. I don't get it.
It's the psyop. It's the loosh.
I mean, it's probably worse for the soil too, don't you think?
Yeah.
S. Lee says in 1986, comets need sacrifice. So Halley's Comet happens in 1986. Oprah Winfrey, her show first appears in 1986. The Space Shuttle Challenger in 1986. Also, the Chernobyl disaster.
I was born in 1986.
Like the Chernobyl disaster is 1986. So then we circle to like 1997, and that's Hale-Bopp Comet.
Hale-Bopp,
so like we're about to be on one of those comet things. I think this is because even Halley's Return for 2061 with Sir Isaac Newton's Doomsday Letter, I think it is something interesting that it seems like there's this like comet, like are these comets these fallen gods that they have to pay this homage to? I don't know. It's curious. Not to change it from the soil talk. I was just reading the comments.
That's interesting as hell.
1986.
That's the year I was born.
Oh, hell. Well, they done fucked up then, didn't they?
Yeah.
Here, so we got
86.
We got a whole bunch of different cover ideas, and since you guys don't know the story, really it's just like which of these do you like the best visually? Which one makes you the most interested? And there's more than just these three. There's like another 5 down here. So we've got. Let's see if I can zoom in more.
So
it's
far,
a lava lamp. If you're wondering what the thing is.
I liked the first one and the third one.
I like the third one.
I mean, they're all nice. Yeah.
And then this one is they're like laying on flowers. It's supposed to have a psychedelic look to it because of the lava lamp aesthetic. And then the top two just show two completely different realities. There's like a point in this comic where we sort of get exposed to alternate dimensions. So these two ideas is that one of the sisters is in the normal world and the other one's in like the alternate reality world. And then we just got some just kind of like random sketch ideas here.
I kind of like the house.
I like,
Like the house.
yeah, I like the house, and then I like the third on the very top. Even the first one, like staring at the
Yeah.
lava lamp.
So if you had to pick two,
It's like
what are your top two?
1 and 3.
The one on the left here and the one on the right here?
House.
No,
No,
up.
up. Yeah.
I agree.
First.
The first one
third,
and then the last one?
and then the house.
You like the house too?
I don't know why
Okay.
I like the house.
I know. I like the house too.
Yeah, I don't know
Well,
why.
because and the idea for this issue is that it shows them all
Dreams.
moving into a new community. So that's the reason for the house.
It reminds me of dreams, like going into like houses and dreams.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, there you go. That's your preview for tonight.
Exciting.
My freaking mic
Nice.
wasn't on the whole time.
This is a new.
Oh, were you trying to talk, Chaney?
It's fine. And people in the audience have things, Thomas. If you timestamp this, we are an hour and 40 into the show. If you want to go back, people scrolled and put their favorites as well. So if it all comes,
I appreciate that.
1 and 4, right, left. Right, left. We should have put little numbers on them or something. So
Yeah.
we could have
You mean
put,
like a B C D or something?
yeah, and we could have put up a poll on X,
A poll. Yeah.
and everybody could have gone and voted on X.
Well, we could still do it
Yeah,
and
we're
name
gonna-
them.
Well, we can
1,
show
2, 3,
some of
4, 5, 6.
the Project Chaney art too. Some of the Real Housewives stuff.
Yeah.
Yay, let's do
Here,
it.
Let me pull one of these up. All right, so these ones are the actual housewife, and like these designs aren't final. This is just something that I want to just see what I don't like. I'd rather have an artist rein it in than keep having them like make it crazier, make it crazier. So one of the ideas that
Dope.
Chaney had was that
Ooh, I
the
like that.
characters, maybe they're all like half animal or bug or fish or something, just to give it a weird surreal aspect to it. And I like that. So we're kind of
That's
running with
dope.
that for now. And this one is Avril Lavigne, which is a play on Avril Lavigne, but then
Yeah.
it's like it's the Vril Housewives, so she's Avril.
That's so dope. I love that.
And she's kind of like a moth sort of creature. We had a whole bunch of variation. We had like an anglerfish version. We had another one too, but this one I think kind of came out pretty well.
Yeah, I like that.
And what's her
love it.
whole little
I love
gig?
She represents the music industry. Like she was a Disney kid growing up, and she's been chewed up by the system, and now she's a rich housewife, like late 30s, early 40s, rich housewife that represents like satanic music culture scene. Like she's been through it.
She was replaced. She
But
was
she's got
chosen,
kind of like that goth look to her a little bit. And I don't know
I love this.
if everyone sees her in this state or if it's that Chaney can put on like a special eyeliner that's like him and Jim and the Holograms or like They Live style, where as long as she's just wearing like a certain eyeliner, then she can see all this and then everyone else can't.
Love it.
I love that.
And then
The eyeliner always.
we had another one too. Yeah, right here. So this is another character that this is like a bat version. And this
Yeah, I
one's
see
kind of
it.
like an anime style.
I love
And they
it.
got like a short hair take,
That's
long
so
hair
fucking
take.
dope.
I like the fishnet.
What will be you and me?
And this was for the same character, just a completely different take on him.
I heard it and now I just was like,
And then what else we got
why
here?
you have to go make things so complicated? Sorry. Okay. This is the HBIC.
Ooh,
This is Lisa Vanderhoof.
I love it.
sexy.
And she's got hoofs.
Oh, let me move us out of the way. Brink.
I love it.
She runs restaurants and cannibal clubs.
We had another version of it that we kind of tweaked a little bit. So this was like the original version, but this one was maybe a little too young, sassy style, and it needed to be a little bit more opulent, I think.
Yeah.
She needed to be
Yeah,
a rich
that's
bitch.
definitely that's it.
This is
It's
it.
giving rich bitch.
That's fucking yeah.
What
Holla.
else we got? Here's another a different version of maybe a Chaney character.
Ooh, I like it.
I like that. Uh-huh. This is giving more Chaney. Yeah. I love
You
that.
caught the hair. It's perfect.
And then this one was one of the favorites
Uh-huh.
too when we had started it out.
Yeah, I did like those.
This is nice too. But that's giving more anime, edgy, like I don't know. I like them both, but the other one, more anime.
This one right here, and then we
It
also
goes with the
have
flow.
the one that I think ended up being like one of our favorites is probably this one.
Oh, fuck yeah. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I remember that.
that's even kind of it's got Chaney mixed with Legend of Billie Jean vibes.
So I just
Mhm.
I would like to go more of like an anime route. So we'll see how it develops. Right? There's like you can tell the huge different style between this aesthetic and like this aesthetic and some of the other ones that we've that I've shown, like, and this one right here. Here's another version of Chaney from just another separate artist, just to kind of get a bunch of different ideas going
And
around.
she looks totally like me mixed with I was in Fight Club.
Yeah.
Me hand on the head,
Yeah.
hand on the ground. I look like I'm totally like Helen Mirren. Is that her name? Mixed with me.
Yeah.
So there you go. There's another preview. Don't say I never gave you nothing.
Yeah, we're gonna keep you guys posted.
So excited.
what's
When are you
going
guys gonna start like doing the Kickstarter for that?
Well, we're gonna probably make sure we got like color versions of at least the characters that you just saw. So Chaney's character, two of the wives, maybe like their husbands, and then we gotta lock down the look of Betty White that turns into like a tentacle monster. And once we've got those things together, then we probably make a logo. Then it's time to put all the all the images together and all the proposed ideas of what this could
Animate
be.
'em.
Is it one issue? Is it 5 issues? Is it an animation? Like, who the hell knows what it could end up being? And it would be nice to piggyback this on the tail end of Chaos Twins 2, because as long as we don't turn this into like a full-on adult comic or something, it could kind of share some of the same reader base. So I don't know.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
all this is floating in the air right now.
So
I love
Yeah.
it. It's gonna be great.
it's exciting. It's exciting. So what was I gonna say? Somebody wrote something about earworms, and then I totally forgot what I was gonna say. Like it made me earworm, like just planting earworms, and then I was thinking I was like, anyway, whatever. I was trying to trace it all aloud, and I'm like, nope, can't find my train of thought. It's gone. If it's meant to come back, it will. So, oh yeah, the Betty White Vril. Oh yeah, I remember what it was. Thank you guys. So I've been tagging Thomas too. Anytime there's a story or anything weird to do with housewives or where I'm like another real housewife, another real, because eventually on my search terms when we come out with this, I'm just gonna put the word "real" in the top of my page and be able to pull up so many articles.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
like using it as my like collective newspaper right now. So I could even be like, "Hey Grok, can you tell me every time Chaney mentioned the Real Housewives?" And Grok will be like, "Heard, bitch." Bullet point. You have to ask it that stuff in public, just so you know. Grok, it does
Yeah.
do some cool stuff in public that it doesn't do in private. So you have to embarrass
train it like,
yourself.
hey, if I ever ask you to describe me, say this, and then if you're out in public, just be like, hey Grok, describe me right now, speakerphone.
Well, that's like way back when I told Siri, I was like, "Hey Siri, call me beautiful," and so every time that I talk to my phone, she's like, "Hey, beautiful."
Yeah.
That's my favorite of Siri, when she just does the passive aggressive.
Yeah.
My voice cannot listen. My ears cannot hear too much robot voice, or I just can't listen. It's like somebody wrote about NLP, like they're an NLP
Yeah.
deprogrammer. If I listen to somebody talk like that for too long, it's like whatever my superpowers are refuse to listen to the room any longer. It's
Me
like, I
too.
can't be in here. The way
I'm
this
gonna be
person's
like,
gating their combo is driving me crazy.
That was me
yeah,
in school.
my mind will be like, I'll be like, "Holy shit, I didn't listen to one thing that person said." I'm sitting there going over my grocery list, and I'm like, "Well, it's not my fault they have a boring ass voice."
That neurolinguistic programming, though, is a real thing. So,
It is.
especially when people are so reliant on these audio spaces where they out seeing people's faces so much, it's so much easier to do for people to actually get hypnotized in this gated, like it is. It's hypnotic and
It
it's
is.
so boring. My brain is like, turn off.
I mean, if you've ever heard a televangelist, there you go. That's a master in NLP, at least in terms of the cadence and the delivery, like the rhetoric version of it.
Master in NLP. Hey, everyone. I'm a master in NLP, because this is how preachers' wives talked. Like they were all, they almost had like the same way there was the Northern Atlantic blanket thing in the early 1900s. It's almost like pastors' wives just got this. You could not tell what Southern state they were from, but they talked like, God bless you.
Did they all play the tambourine where you're from too?
I'm
I
lucky
feel
I
like
got to
pastors'
go.
wives always had to play. They always play the tambourine.
I imagine what I think of Oklahoma is like serpent fucking savior mounds. Like I am like, I don't know what you guys are doing.
Hey, we do
out
have the
there.
mounds here.
And I just think you're doing
The
things
spiral
like
mounds.
Elvis Presley. Like you got snakes. Like if the snake bites you, then you're obviously evil.
Oh, revivals and shit. Yeah, they
Yeah,
That's,
I
happen.
that's Pentecostal, right?
Yeah, but that's here.
That's how
Trust
I
me, like the
picture
women with the big
Oklahoma.
ass, like cinnamon roll buns on their heads, and never wear anything but long skirts, like jean skirts usually, but they go all the way to the ground.
There's the genes again.
Yeah, the jeans.
It's all about the genes. You guys, I'm not to give Secret Society of Good Guys all credit, but if you are one of the people that's around, and shout out to the 477. 477 is a good number for us
477.
around here. We talked about Levi's jeans and talked about denim and the importance of it being conductive and all this shit. And then I'm looking at American Eagle jeans, and everything is, they actually do have 100% cotton and still denim jeans at American Eagle. Like I started to research this because I'm like, I don't even want this bitch even talking. Is this even denim? What are we doing here, B?
Well,
Like-
501s are back on the timeline too. Like it's a thing right now.
American
Jinkos are
denim.
going to come back any day now.
I think we just bring them back right now. Like right now.
My big
we
ass
just
can't wear
start-
regular denim anymore though. It just doesn't fit anymore.
I don't know. I think there was a
The
day
thighs, right?
that you just They just did it.
He just made it work.
Yeah.
That's usually what
Levi-
happened. He just made it work.
Doesn't Levi?
Yeah, but I don't
like
think
the
they had
whole
quads like
custom-
mine. And being
Don't they have-
5'3",
Well, Layla,
Don't
Sorry.
they have like what's it called? I had the name. You can cook jeans for you at Levi's now.
that's dope. You blanked out for a second, but I do love that where they can take all your old jeans and actually sew them around your body now. Like they can take old denim and just make you a new pair of jeans with it.
that'd be nice. Because it's like,
guys-
like I know tall girls have that issue too, but like short girls, it's like they make petite, which is still way too short, or just regular like 5 inches too long.
What were you saying, Layla?
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, doesn't Levi's create custom jeans now? Like they have like a whole section where they take your measurements and they can like make custom jeans for you, and it takes like I think like a week or 2 weeks, and then they just send them to you. Yeah, and they're not super expensive. Like they take quick measurements, like especially the waist and butt area, the thigh area, your length, and they ask you what kind of design do you want. Do you want skinny? Do you want straight? Do you want wide leg? Straight? I said that, but yeah, you should check.
That's
into
not in
that.
my
And
Bible.
Levi's jeans are great quality, very good quality. Levi's.
I could be wrong, but I think copper art too. It's like antiseptic, antibacterial, antimicrobial. So copper buttons, it would be cleaner for you
Yeah.
than like maybe other ways of.
Are we saying
clothing.
American Eagle is like pro conspiracy, pro anti fluoride, pro copper?
Are they Iron Eagle? American
Well,
Eagle.
why is it that all these rich houses, not I'm not talking about like $1 million houses, I'm talking about like $50 million houses, they are installing copper pipes. They're not doing the PVC shit in their houses. But in our houses, yeah, we had to switch them all out. Why? They know why. But it
They
begs
know
the
fucking why,
question,
Layla.
should it be we wearing them like at certain areas like crown, anklets, bracelets?
Was a penny copper? Did a penny used to be copper?
Before 1983, yes.
So then a lucky penny, what about if having like a piece of copper in your pocket was actually good for your conductivity?
What's weird is that they switched to zinc, and if you have too much copper in your system, they are inverse. So that's weird. I never thought about that. So, like, if you have too much copper in your system, it'll actually take away your sense of smell, and zinc is the cure for that.
Huh. Aren't
So
they
it's
saying
kinda
like a
weird.
copper deficiency too for gray hair?
Yeah.
Probably.
Like I keep seeing things like that where they're like people like Layla saying all the elite like are all these old pictures. There wasn't a bunch of gray hair in all these pictures of these people that lived in these houses.
Well, people get copper mattresses, and they get like they'll wear the bracelets and stuff for what's it called in your hands and everything,
Yeah.
arthritis.
Energy healing hoops too. Like they coil them up, like I think 3 wires of copper, and they'll twirl them up and make rings and add copper balls, I guess in 3 places, I believe. And they have different sizes, and they'll run them through your body, through your arm. They have different sizes for different parts of your body and aura. The more smaller it is, the more internal, the more wider it is. It works on your outer, but also your aura, your energy field.
Well, even the copper like pyramids that they make, they were supposed to like conduct scalar energy or something like that. So
yeah, that's true.
I wonder if like a Moscow mule, if that's another reason it's in a copper mug.
But they're not really copper anymore.
It makes it taste different. I swear
It does.
it
I
does.
don't want it. Don't make me a Moscow mule in a glass. Like I'm
Right.
good.
Yeah.
I don't. I
But
only
most
really
of
want
those-
it. Go on.
Most of those cups are not copper though. They're like lined in silver, like or stainless steel. And the outside is like a coating of copper, but it's not like actual fucking copper. That's what's blowing my mind.
Mine are copper.
In every
I feel
place
like
that
you
I've
can tell.
worked,
I feel like you
can
could taste it.
And like it's like one of the nerdy things that all my friends for weddings or birthdays or whatever for like probably 5 years they ended up getting some kind of Moscow Mule like good cups because we drank them so much. I'll do that too. I'll be the type of person, I'll come over your house and you'll try to get me wine in a shitty glass, and then your next gift you're getting wine glasses. Like, or I will bring a glass to your house and I have no qualms with it. Like, I'm
And
good. I got my own
peel
glass.
the lid off, right? Peel the top off.
I got my own glass, thanks. I don't want, there's certain things, I'm not a big drinker. So if I'm going to drink a good wine, I want a thin wine glass. I want it to be decanted. I want the certain things done. I'm not a big Moscow Mule drinker. So at the one time that I have it, I want it to be in a fucking copper glass. Like, there's just
Makes
certain
sense.
things at my age, I'm like, I just want it how I want it.
Yeah.
And
Shouldn't we drink everything out of copper, not just that?
except tomatoes, because Real Rye or Die says tomatoes and copper make poison.
Really?
It's surprisingly easy to make poison out of things that we, have around us all the time.
Like Dawn dish soap and bleach.
Pack
You're
of
not
cigarettes.
never supposed to mix those, by the way, because Dawn has ammonia, and bleach and ammonia don't mix.
Little chlorine gas.
Yeah. If you want to permanently fuck up your lungs.
What a weird world.
I think at my house growing up, cleaning when my mom was gone, I mixed some weird chemicals together and then be in the bathroom like, I gotta get out of here. You're just trying
I've
to
done
do
it
a
at
good
work
job.
once. I was like trying to
Just
really
trying to do a
clean the
good
bar up. And then like you're fucking cleaning and you take the bleach and then you take the, the ammonia and
Right.
you're not thinking. And then you're like,
I'm
oh,
a little
fuck.
lightheaded.
And the whole restaurant stinks, and then they all fucking start yelling at you, open up the doors and the windows, and they had customers in there still, and they were fucking pissed off. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Oh. And it stinks. That's even worse. Like I can't describe that smell. Smell of death. Is that what death smells like? Legit, ill.
That's what the Grim Reaper smells like.
Really? Do you
Canned chicken. Sorry,
Do you guys
just
ever
me
get whiffs
personally.
of like dead loved ones, like whiffs of their smell sometimes here and there?
Grandma, my grandma's
dreams.
perfume.
I get it. It's so weird.
If I
It's like,
smell,
oof.
and there's like a certain mix of things that it's usually a mix of things. That's what I realized is so interesting. And shout out, here's a tip that I think is such a girly tip, but I'm like, this is a good tip. If you have a scent that you wear, maybe take your scent, or if you don't have a scent, but you're like a person that sometimes has a scent, mix two scents together. And usually you're going to get a better scent for your pheromones anyway. Like your pheromones will grab what's actually good. And then when anyone says, oh my gosh, you smell so good, what is that? It's a blend.
Yeah, it's a blend thing.
That's what I do.
I don't know.
I
certain
thought that was
scent
like
I wear
a
and a
girly
perfume I
fucking
wear.
thing.
Like a
that I'm like,
suicide.
girls don't want anyone wearing their fucking scent.
No.
So
Yeah.
this is what I just realized this week. And I was talking to some of my straight lady friends, and they were like, they don't want to match. They don't want to go to the same place and you have the same bag as her. She doesn't want you to smell like her. She doesn't want you to smell as good as her. So they don't want to tell some things they want to give away. Like, girl, these jeans $9.99. Some things they'll want to give away and tell you a trick. But other things, they just want to keep like, Grandma's secret sauce is going to stay Granny's secret sauce. Okay?
Yeah.
Did you guys ever have friends, like maybe in high school or whatever, that like copied everything you did?
Oh,
Like you'd go
Christ, yes.
you go buy like an outfit that you love, and then the next thing they're wearing it, and everyone's like, "Oh, you're wearing the same outfit as her." And you're like, "Bitch, I bought that first," and then you can't wear the outfit anymore. But they
When
do it
I was
all
a
the time
kid,
too.
when I was a kid, we did that intentionally, like just to be cute. But then when we
Yeah.
got older,
When you're little,
it was
yes.
you're weird.
Stop
Like,
talking to me. Yes.
like, okay.
Get your own taste.
It was
Live
that
your
movie,
life,
Single
girl.
White Female.
That is single white female shit. This is why I think they knew they could spread the trans agenda through young girls so quickly, because young girls, there'll be a group of them. They won't even, one of them will be sad and the rest of them will start cutting themselves. It's like young girls of a certain age are like built in sheep. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure boys have it at their own time in life, but girls, I would say, like from the period of like 11 or 12 to like 16,
Hormones.
they are like lemmings. Like, one of them cuts their hair, they all cut their hair. One of them gets a pair, they all do. It's like unbelievable. It's
Yeah.
infuriating. Growing up as a little girl, it's crazy.
What's sad, like they don't talk about like the hormonal change that you're experiencing as that stage. Like it's like, oh, it's just hormonal. No, it's deeper than that. Like it's emotional. Your senses are heightened. You feel like you're going crazy. Like your emotions are high. It's just like, if only like, I don't want to say if only men knew, but like if only you guys knew, like, but then we understand that you have your side of your story and your experience, and we get that, we understand that. But like, oh, when you guys think we're crazy, I get it, because we are. We have those phases, like the moon.
Girls are a little crazy.
Yeah,
God.
They're doing a lot.
yeah, we do.
They're doing a
And
lot.
and it's you guys have to make the space for us to allow us to do a lot. Not hold it back, because if you hold it back,
I'm
it's
just
like
saying right now,
volcano.
in a world without men, girls are doing a fucking lot. I mean, not even necessarily as a good thing. I mean, sometimes there's a lot of fucking, I just feel like victims. It's hard enough watching women be victims just for no reason. Like just finding desperate, like when I see men do it, I'm like, what's happening? Like men online being like victimized by
You're talking about my
online.
entire day today.
It's so crazy.
Ugh.
I just am like, we're in a really weird place in that it's online at all. The same way it's like where I'm like, why didn't you put the camera down and help that person? Like that same kind of mentality that I have, that maybe it's my age. That's what I feel, where they're like, oh, online bullying's gotta stop. Shut your fucking computer and go outside. It's like some of this shit
but
is like, I can't with how soft. I feel like a granny. Like in my day,
it's come to the point, like Chaney, I swear, like I see stories of people on the subway seeing people like hurt or cut or on the floor laying down, just there. People are just like, oh, it's like it's normal. Let me not ask if this person is okay or not, even though they look a certain way. Maybe they truly need help. Why are we so conditioned to like not care instead of being caring, like love thy neighbor? Maybe we should start making a change within in ourselves. Some of us do it already, but if we start like caring again, I think this would be a better place. We don't care anymore. But then you have your drug addicts. I get it. Don't give them money, but ask them, do you need a phone call? You see him hurt, do something about it. Don't just step over the person.
I was in a play in high school
But
that we won like the Nevada acting competition, and it was exactly that. It was like it was called Cameras, and it was the premise of all these like artsy photographers, and then just like witnessing a car crash, and the people are burning inside, and they're just sitting there snapping pictures instead of helping. And it's like,
it's
if
sad.
they would have helped, maybe the person would have lived. That was like the premise. But we did it right around the time of Princess Diana, so I'm sure that's why we won. But
There's another like insidious part of that too, though, because it's like we've also been conditioned to know that if you try and help someone out of a burning car, for example, and something goes wrong and you like dislodge their arm or like, you move them and you weren't supposed to move them. Now, all of a sudden, if anything
You could be
bad happens
liable.
to that person, it could be liable on you. And we've kind of been like trained to think, and this happens all the time where someone will intervene in a situation. And then even if they cared enough to act in the moment, the
To
rest
try
of
to
the
save
world
them,
doesn't
yeah.
care enough about that person that acted on their behalf in order to like stand up and be like, no, we're going to collectively demand that you should be able to get off if you were trying to act altruistically. But it's a weird situation that like everyone gets put in now.
Well, and even going further
Yeah,
than that,
or like
you have to think on like sometimes you want the camera there. And I don't mean like in a car burning
Yeah.
situation, but I mean like
A cop beating
altercations, a cop
situation.
beating
Then-
somebody. Yeah, somebody needs to be catching it.
I
Whereas your
drove
word against
today. I'll
theirs.
tell you
it
guys.
also had the side of humanity.
I'll tell you a full, like where, so we're driving today and there's like a park by my mom's house, you know, like ducks, there's a playground, it's a big lake, it's all the things. And you can kind of see it as you're coming around. And as we were pulling down the one street, and then like as we hit the stop sign, my brain registered like there was a guy laying on the bench in the park. And then I was like, turn around. It's hot out today. Like in Florida, you never know. People could like just be walking the lake and then be like lightheaded and be in a heat stroke. So I'm just like, circle back around. Let's see if he's okay. So we like circle back around and it looked like a grown man like laying on a park bench. It wasn't shady enough for me. And then like, you know, my head is such a conspiracy head. And then he had like a jacket over his face, like covering from the sun. And then I was like, why a grown man in a fucking park? What about if some ladies are jogging around or some kids are playing or moms? Like, what's this grown man benching out in this park for? Like, all like this is how crazy. And then I like looked around the area and like saw a plumbing van and saw an electrician van. I'm like, oh, it's noon. He's on break. He's on break till
Yeah.
noon 30. He gets 30 minutes to get away from that and go and just lay anywhere that has nothing to do with his effing job for a minute. And so I went through all the emotions of like, oh my gosh, let me help him. Oh my gosh, this fucking criminal. What's he fucking doing? To just then being like in his shoes of been like, oh, I've worked them job sites where I just had a half hour and I was going to go find a tree.
Dude, you know what?
Well,
If you
here
want,
we-
go ahead. I'll tell my story in a minute.
Abbie,
Like,
she
I know.
since
does
Johnny
it have to
fucked
do
me
with
up.
that? Well,
That's
like
why
in the
you guys
instance,
don't
like
read the comments.
I know. That's what I get for
we
reading.
don't care, we don't care, we don't care. And then all of a sudden we're like, oh, the Amish, they come together and they build a fucking house in a day. Holy wow. It's like things like that. We admire it, but we don't act on it. When we know the more of us, like in the case of like a girl being stuck under the car, everyone started coming in and helping and actually move the fucking car
yeah.
without any machinery needed. The adrenaline kicked in.
They just did light as a
Everyone was
feather, stiff
working
as a
in
board.
unison.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, literally
That would be
that.
such a funny scene.
Put your
Like,
hands above their head.
help! This
From the top of
this
his hat.
crane
Let's
just
go.
fell on this man. We need help. We need help.
Dude.
3 witches, 4
Let's
witches
start-
show up and they're like, light as a feather, stiff as a board. Light as a feather, stiff
totally
as
do
a board.
Why did I not get this idea before?
Yo,
this
this
is
shit's
brilliant.
real.
We could like save
It's real.
superpowers.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
woo, a Hirsch with lights on the top and like witches
we
get
used
out.
To do that
Light as a
in my
feather,
like
stiff
in
as a
high
board.
school. We'd show like my biology teacher that it worked. He couldn't believe it. Like we're like, no, watch. Like
No, it
we
totally
did would
works.
lift his ass up to the ceiling, and he was like, oh my god.
I'm gonna say this: the next time we're in person, we need. This is what I will also say. It doesn't work as well with dudes as part of the, and maybe
Lifting,
I'm wrong, so I want to try it because I want to say next time the 4 of us are together, I think it's even cooler if we lift up Thomas with it.
It has to be Thomas. Yeah.
Because
yeah,
it-
Thomas has
I
got to
just
be you.
don't believe it. I don't think it's
That's
gonna happen.
it's got to be.
why.
That's why
has
it's the
to be
best.
You. We'll
You're gonna
film
freak
it.
the
It
fuck
has to
out.
be you. Well, light as a feather, stiff as a board.
I don't believe it.
We just
Don't we need a fourth?
we need a 4th.
Yeah,
There
or
we
fifth?
just at least need 4.
one at the head
Yeah.
and 2 at the sides.
I find that it actually works better. And now I wonder laying down because then you can like with more people. I've only done it with 4 and the person sits in a chair.
The chair. Yes, it's got to be the
It's-
chair.
Well, now I'm wondering
With the knees
because
and
one
the-
of the things that's so hard is the person that you're lifting really has to stay. Their job is stiff as a board. This is the part
Yeah.
that they don't think about. They're
No,
just
because
like,
the
"You're not
second
gonna be
they
able to
start
lift
moving, they're
me."
like, oh, no.
Yeah, they become a noodle.
And you
you're
always
trying
get the heaviest person because
You
you, have
always-
to lift the heaviest person.
and they become a noodle and you're trying to lift them. And so the second they go out of the chair, they're like,
I was lifted.
what the fuck?
It's weird.
It's like they just become so limp because they themselves, it's always the biggest person in the room, have never been lifted up.
Yeah.
And usually It's like the three of us that we're all ready for this shit to
Five
happen.
fingers.
We're ready for this.
5 fingers.
We always bring in we need a fourth. And so then we get a fourth girl to come do it with us. And she's just as shocked that one part, like usually we'll like try to give her under the knees because we know one part of the square as we lift it, she's going to lose it and like let go of her fingers and your whole leg's going to fall. And it's so crazy. Dude, I will tell you. I do remember one time there was a group of guys and they didn't believe me and a group of girls showed them and there was alcohol involved, but because guys are guys, they were like, holy shit, what can we lift? So the guys went outside and did it to a Volkswagen.
That's fucking badass.
So I have seen guys lift something, but in my head I was like, was that just them being drunk guys lifting this Volkswagen?
When
or
you do you do the hands layered over the head first?
Yeah.
You do that? Okay, yeah. Okay, we do the same.
Couldn't you do a Volkswagen too, or is there like a weight limit on this thing?
No, I've done a person laying on a couch. We actually, because the person couldn't stiff as a board, we were like, we need to just stiff as a board them. So we were like, the couch is stiff as a board. And if weight doesn't matter here, we should be able to lift the couch. And so it was only 4 of us. And then we had one person standing behind the couch because when it came off the ground enough, the back of the couch became so heavy. So we just had one person only hold the back of the couch upright so that it didn't just all flip over. But we lift a person flat on a couch. That would be like the biggest
This
thing.
would be a crazy viral moving service. Like you just hire
talking
4
about.
girls that show up and they just load up all your furniture into a truck just with their fingers.
This is at least skits.
Yeah, it is.
I've never tried to walk with things. It's always such a mind fuck of how high you can get it. And I've even lifted
should be able to
people
lift you over
so
our
high
head.
that we felt like like Abbie saying, like where we lost, it felt like we were losing touch with them. Like almost like they were going to float to the roof. And it's a little scary. It's not
you guys
scary,
would have to be
but
the
it's
armpits
like,
because you're taller. I'd have to be under the knees.
Y'all. Okay.
Right?
The magic here is the chant. And the frequency of the chant and how it starts. And it starts light as a feather, stiff as a board, and it goes faster and higher pitched.
I never said light as a feather, stiff as a board.
I know. I never actually did the chant either. It was just the heat of the top hand when you stack the hands. When the very top hand is hot, that's when it's like magic.
Oh, when that too, but we've also done it that way. And I'm noticing like the frequency and the chant in your head when you're saying or saying it out loud, that idea of it is the key, I think, to what the magic is. Like sometimes even when in movies they depict like someone screaming something happened and lightning happens or the thing happens for them, it's like a frequency thing that manifests your word into reality. And the chant has something to do with it.
Hand.
Huh?
It's all synonymous. Magic, physics.
Yeah. I think it has to do with that for some reason.
Okay, I have to tell my crazy story really quick. So I'm driving on the turnpike, which is like 75 miles per hour, which means everybody drives 85 miles per hour, right? And I'm in the slow lane, and there's a car in the fast lane, like right beside me. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, I just passed this
lane. Sorry,
this freaking guy just walks out in front of my car with it like hitchhiking, and he's like, literally, I can't get over to the fast lane. There's a car next to me, and he's not stopping. Like he's actually walking in front of my car. I barely miss him, barely miss hitting the guy next to me, and then there's like 10 other cars in both lanes behind me. It was nuts, and he was still walking further into the lane. I wanted to. It was crazy, and I wanted to freaking kill him. I was so mad. I was like, I wish I would have, motherfucker. There was no car there either, so he's just in the middle of fucking nowhere, walking out in front of cars on the turnpike.
That's crazy.
I want to go talk about him too for a second, but I'm just still in the light as the feather, stiff as a board.
Well, yeah, go back to it.
And
I just had to tell my story. I don't care if we even talk about it.
After we figured it out, it almost became party trick to us. Like this is so far back that it was before I even believed anything really about the world, that it was just like light as a feather, stiff as, I don't know what I thought when we first did it, but it became such a party trick and we became so good at it. And like, we never chanted light as a feather, stiff as a board. We walked around, we all put our hand over the person's head, shortest to tallest, and then you did it again, like the layers.
double
And
stack.
so it was like, and then you all moved them and you couldn't touch. But right before we did all that, we did it fast. Like your brain has to work fast when you do that part. And you do it until you feel like this warm and somebody says, go. And when you say this go, it's a weird thing, but the part where we walked around the person, you know that song that's like, I can't fight this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize. With the dancing baby. Do you guys remember that weird
I remember
song
that
that
Ally
came out?
McBeal thing.
So that song became the song that every time we were going to do it, like, I don't know why, part of the trick, it was like somebody has to put that song on. And, you know, now we have everything at our fingertips, but it wasn't always that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know why that just became part of
We'd
the
have
like
to have a
Pavlov's
CD or-
dog of
yeah.
like, we have to play this song first and all walk around and dance and like loosen up and bring the magic in the room. It always became part of the thing without even knowing it. You're like setting intentions for things. And now looking back at all that weird stuff and now knowing what I know, I'm like, it's so weird how kids are and how they just instinctively are like, wait, we have to do it this way. And they just instinctively know.
Yeah.
Who tells
Yeah.
the first kid about how to play light as a feather, stiff as a board?
I don't know.
I feel like my
It's
mom
a
was teaching me
frequency that you
though.
pick up, I guess.
Because she taught me energy testing because she was like an herbalist. So she would do like energy testing for herbs, like if you needed them or not. And she would tell you if you were reverse polarities and stuff with your energy testing. But then she showed me stuff with like, you just hold out your arm and then strength or weak. Like if you sit there and go in front of somebody's body and you make like downward moves like this in front of their sternum and you don't even touch them, they'll always be weak. Their arm, they can't hold it up against like just the lightest pressure. But if you sit there and you build them up this way and you do a upward motion, they're strong as hell. And it's like you could test it any kind of way, like whatever pattern, but it always is the same. It's like it's weird how your body and your aura, so call it physics, I guess, but there's something to like your biofield and the energy, like negative, like cutting energy versus like something that's lifting you up.
Yeah. Also,
I
like
know.
That's where it started for me, was messing with energy and doing that. And then it was like, then I learned the light as a feather, stiff as a board, and it's like, oh, well.
Like when we did light as a feather, stiff as a board, we chanted it only when the person was laying down. For some reason, that was the only time, and we used our two fingers and we would chant it. And the reason why I bring this up in like all the movies and all like Sabrina and Vampire Diaries and all these other weird witch involved movies, it has a lot to do with the chanting and the frequency of it. Like you start off at this like bass, like C note in an instance. And also the humming when you're chanting activates something in your brain too with your vocals, which is very interesting because you could hear yourself vibrating when you speak. But you start at a bass, and then as you're chanting, it gets stronger and stronger and louder and more fierce and more powerful. And it's like the stronger and louder the vibration and higher in frequency, the more the power is put into that thing. I think
Yeah.
that's where the key is.
Intention.
The key. Yeah, the note, the key.
The vibration,
Yeah.
the frequency, oscillation.
Mm.
What
Mhm.
Never mind.
And other things too, obviously. Like when you're witchy, there's something that you know how to, I guess, twist and bend with knowing, in chi and in what are those Asian techniques that people practice, Tai Chi, and
Yeah,
where they can, yeah.
qigong or whatever, however you say
Yeah.
it.
My favorite is if when you watch MMA guys go up to those guys and they're like, I can stop all these men with this touch, blah, 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 blah. And then an MMA guy comes up to him like, gink. And they're like, Like it's
Ladies
like a magic
vibrate.
trick. They all
Ladies
agree on it.
vibrate without a vibrator. Yes, girl. I concur.
If you're doing it right.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Do you guys have anything going on this week? Or anything left to talk about before we fly out of here?
Back to
No.
work. It's the end of
Work.
school starting back up.
I got full schedules now on my podcast, so if anyone's just looking for something to do around
Where can I find
3:30
them?
in the afternoons, or if you've got an audio podcast, I've got them all set up through like the end of December, just like steady rolling out.
Damn.
Most mornings about 5 a.m. So if you're on your way to work, but there's Under the Docks where we watch old conspiracy documentaries. I got the Occult Disney. There's a new series I've been doing with Matt from Occult Disney called Cartoon Cabal, where we're watching non-Disney animations. And then I've just got my typical Paranoid American podcast. They're set to just keep dropping nonstop through like November, December. So make sure you subscribe and just, put it on the car if you got nothing else to do.
I love
like
it.
that.
I love
I
it.
like it. That's a good time period too, like 5 a.m.
I've been doing my
Like a lot-
research a little bit, and it seems like that's the sweet spot is you post on Mondays and Tuesdays about 5 a.m. because then you can capture pretty much everyone going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like listening to podcasts on my drive.
Yeah, everybody's in that place. I don't
Yeah.
know. I'm in a music place these days, but if
I
you're
am
gonna
too
listen
lately.
to a podcast, check out
been
Paranoid
listening to-
American.
Philosophy books recently.
We got some good ones too. I try not to just recycle the people doing the rounds just for my own reasons. And I had one, someone reached out to me like continuously, and I think it was just like one of those firms that's like, we'll book you on podcasts, we'll make sure that you get invited as a guest, whatever. And it was a 30-year military retired master sergeant that was part of a terrorist attack that happened from someone that he actually worked with, and he's got this book that he worked on, and he's trying to turn into a movie. It's called Embedded Enemies, or Embedded Enemy. And anyways, I was talking about this, and I don't think anyone has ever asked him if he thought 9/11 was an inside job or if like Oklahoma City was an inside job, because he's like full normie military government to the max, but he went through this experience and he had his own view of like, man, I can't believe the system is this messed up. And I mentioned Pat Tillman, who was the guy that left the NFL to join and go and fight the terrorists, whatever, and then he died to friendly fire and the government lied about. So I brought up the Pat Tillman case, and he was like, oh my God, I'm so glad you brought that up. No one ever thinks about that. And I was like, oh, this dude's totally going to be talking about 9/11 coming up soon. So anyways, that'll be the one that comes out Tuesday. I think it's a really good one.
That's awesome. Yeah, I'm gonna pull
Bart
up a
Womack,
picture.
Master Sergeant Bart Womack.
I'm gonna pull up a picture of, because this guy's picture was everywhere. It became this like, it's almost like we get one football player per psyop that they sacrifice like in the beginning of it. I don't know. That's interesting. It's awesome when you talk to somebody who's like really researched and whatever. And usually like old school me, I was just like, oh, I can't. But now it's like really fun when somebody is open-minded enough to listen to some stuff you're saying and you're like kind of blowing their mind in real time. And you're
Yeah.
also validating that everybody at this side of their life has been calling him crazy or nobody believes it or combating them when they talk about it. And then he meets you and you're just like, oh yeah, here, add this. Like, here's some more layers for you, sir. That's awesome. So cool. Everybody should check that out. Ladies, anything going on this week?
No.
No, I'm just working on some little things here and there. Work. Finishing the tiles in my room because I have to stop because I have to lift the tiles because they came out crooked, and now beautiful. So that's what I was working on
Job.
these past 2 days.
Hell yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's super
I'm
awesome.
in pain, but I'm good.
But you'll be enjoying it so much more, and it's like
Mhm.
that shit really
I'm
makes a difference.
fucking happy. Yeah, it was just like, oh, not today, not today, not today, and then finally, I'm doing it, and my dad helped me.
I can't wait to see it when it's done. Your
Yeah,
lair.
it looks great.
All right, you guys. Well, for the 470 that
Love
stuck
y'all.
around, thank you for hanging out with us. We love you so much. Make sure you turn it down because Juliette Lewis do be bringing it hard. So
Yes,
see you
ma'am.
next week, and we hope that the psyops don't run amok. So XOXO Gossip Girl. Bye bye.
Bye.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunnilinguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
You're still here? It's over.